But not me. That wouldn't be funny.
Twitch period.
I think it's a touch period.
Twitch.
Like
touch
what if?
period.
Hey Raul, it's touch
But
period.
it is touch period.
Is that what women do when they go to the bathroom?
Yes.
Touch period. Fight Club 2.
You have to have like a prolapse vagina to do that.
What? Oh my god, that reminds me of a post I saw on Reddit today.
The one with the like,
Of bologna.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Did you guys see that?
No.
It was just like in a bag, like a slab of bologna, and it turned out because
No.
the thing husks like a snake,
No.
Yeah. The
it sheds the
vagina.
lining,
Yeah.
and then it's like too much,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
It was basically like super PMS is what happened once.
I've got super PMS. I'm just shitting bologna from my vagina.
What?
It looked like lunch meat came out of it.
She
I
shed her
can't-
skin.
Well, because it's the uterine lining, right? That sheds.
Is she
The ovarian? What's the uterine?
she one of those reptilians that Rocky keeps telling me?
Check the period, dog.
Mother God.
Oh,
And
why?
it looked like bologna.
She
Hold
shed
on,
her
I need to
period.
go Hail Mary.
We need to go ahead. Right, we're back on the air.
Oh, that wasn't on? Damn.
Wait, no, that was on the air.
How much of that was?
Just that when Raul started talking about the baloney.
bologna?
Really? Oh God, that. Oh.
The bologna has a first name. It's vagina.
What?
God damn it,
Wouldn't his first
Mason.
name be prolapsed? And wouldn't the last name be vagina?
Who really can never know?
Who can never know?
So they call it mystery.
I once could never know. One
Once
time.
felt a feel.
What's that felt like feeling?
I think you're
Okay.
knocking Raul's stuff off the counter.
Yeah.
No.
It's like, fuck Raul stuff. Fuck this. My name's Mason. Fuck you, Raul. That's what Mason was saying.
I was like, well, Mason, you owe me a couple $100.
Yeah,
for
he's
Bob.
like eating stuff.
He knocked his food.
Oh, fat ass.
That's exactly what he did.
Fuck, you got the munchies.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Jesus. All right. So what else we got to talk about? We talked about Robin Williams. We talked about Disneyland. We talked about
What we talk about?
Batman.
We talk about Disneyland.
We talked about
Whoa.
What the fuck?
We talked about this.
we talked about the apartheid. Apartheid?
Yeah.
Apartheid.
Apartheid.
We did not talk about churros.
Oh, last time you were here.
Oh, that's funny, actually.
Yeah, you were here with Andreas, and he made us churros. That was amazing. Bacon churros.
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
What?
That was a fun man.
The
That was a-
bacon pieces were too
It was a
big
day
to
man.
fit through the hole.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I have that problem a lot
What? Your bacon piece is too big?
for the whole.
No one
What
ever
hole?
said
Said
that.
no one ever.
Got you good, fucker.
Anyway.
Touche.
Okay, so we talked about Robin Williams. Guardians of the Galaxy. Can we talk about that again?
Again, you want to?
Well, I saw it again.
I saw it again too.
Stuff happens.
It's amazing.
Have you not seen it?
Raul finally saw it. What are your thoughts?
Dude, finally, I saw it the same weekend, you dick.
Yeah, but after the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're complaining about spoilers.
Spoilers.
It was really good.
Spoiler alert, it was a really good movie.
You saw it with your dad?
So my dad.
What did he think?
Yeah,
He
with Jack.
really liked it.
Yeah?
For real?
Is it his favorite Marvel movie? Is it your favorite Marvel movie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Better than Spider-Man?
What?
Yeah.
Better than Avengers?
Yeah, I liked it way more than Avengers.
Yeah.
Because it's not a superhero movie.
Right. It's just it's a bunch of
It's like a
guys.
space pirate movie.
It's just to me it was like a B-rated sci-fi movie from the 80s or
Yeah.
70s with a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a really good budget.
Like back in the day when Star Wars came out and then everyone started making sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
It's like one of those, but people actually.
So
gave
it's
a
like
shit.
Girls Were Easy.
was it Ice Pirates?
Oh my
Oh
god.
god, that was awful.
What is it? I saw Star Crash recently. Have you
Yeah.
seen that?
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
It's Italian Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
David
you told me about
Hasselhoff. Oh my god, it was so bad.
How bad?
It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Italians aren't bad stuff.
that. Making
They're
They don't
so
have to make movies.
You're being insensitive, Raul.
Yeah.
I'm allowed.
So we're all on the same page here. Guardians of the Galaxy.
You know, I think I read it cracked IMDb's top 100.
It was the first
It's like
movie in the
37.
last 3 or 4 years that did it.
It beat Godfather.
It did.
Nice.
It beat Godfather and Scarface 2, which was direct to
There's
video.
not even cocaine.
Half of it was animated. So
You don't know that. You haven't seen it.
I know.
Aw.
Wait, Scarface?
I've been really busy.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely one to see in theaters. I think. Don't see it in 3D.
Absolutely.
I saw it in 3D the second time.
I would say
No,
absolutely
I
3D.
was sticking-
I would say I'm agreeing with
Can't
Raul.
play
I fucking
glasses.
loved it in 3D. I thought it was amazing in 3D.
So-
I can't imagine it without that dimension.
You know what's weird? You know what's,
I think it's. It has glasses.
maybe
I have glasses. It's
like
what?
at the end, like because there's a sad moment in the end. I knew it was coming the second time. I actually got
Still?
sadder the
Yeah.
second time watching it because of the 3D, because of how beautiful it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, it looked great.
Yeah,
But
whatever.
I saw it in a crappy theater.
Yeah, you saw it in a crappy theater.
But-
I saw it in
Which one?
Escondido.
Edwards.
With those
It was too dim.
It's way too dim. It's when the dark is dark, you just can't see anything. that's happening.
Every big movie I've seen like there
Yeah.
has been too dim.
Yeah.
The only movie that I saw there that I couldn't see anywhere else was the first.
Vertigo.
The first Hobbit.
Yeah.
The first Hobbit movie. The first Hobbit movie. I wanted to check out their
the high frame rate.
Yeah.
We saw it.
HDR.
Escondido had it.
I didn't see
We saw it
show
there.
before that was that without being IMAX
Right.
Oh,
So
well,
I
why would
wanna-
you not want to see an IMAX?
Yeah.
because I didn't want to have to pay $25.
Well, you're an idiot.
Go for the hot dogs, save for the frame rate.
That's,
It was awful. It was awful. It made me realize
That's
that
why we
I'm
like
never
going to
gonna see
movies.
it. It made me realize I'm never going to see another HFR movie ever again.
oh, I loved it.
It makes the movie look more fake.
Well, the only scenes that I thought looked fake were the ones where it was outdoors
Yeah.
because it looked like a BBC movie.
See, I thought it was the other way around.
No,
I thought every single scene, especially all like the running through Goblin City shit, was like, wow,
Oh, it was
look how
beautiful.
fast they're running, but it's incredibly clear. There's no motion blur whatsoever, like you would actually
It was
have.
beautiful. I
It
thought
was-
BBC for real. I'm not making a joke. The BBC when they film their stuff, they film it at a higher frame rate when they film outdoors because they only have so many days with sunlight or whatever
Yeah. So they need more frames to capture the
to
sun.
capture the light.
Rude ass
Fucking
cat.
But yeah, so they film it. So that's when things look like when you see it on like TVs and stuff. It's like a higher
Yeah.
refresh rate. It looks like a soap opera or like a BBC movie. Yeah.
Wasn't she just
Fucking
there?
Sauron
Yeah,
cat,
he
dude.
just hit that.
Everywhere.
He just hit
And
that.
like
he was
And,
running
like
back over.
literally
the-
like 3 seconds mid-sentence.
Just
No, you heard that.
He's
You heard
over
that,
here.
you heard that bang, right?
Yeah.
You know what that was?
Again-
That was him running all the way down the hallway.
Oh,
and
this
then
is-
just smashing
No,
his
you
ass
just
into the
ripped a
side
hole
of
in
the
the
thing.
time and space continuum.
For real though, this is an audio podcast.
It was a cat. It did stuff.
The cat ran around the entire house in like literally
A second.
like a second.
He runs down the hallway and just like hits his ass into the hallway as his turn, and then just keeps going.
Yeah, he
Cool.
does it a lot. Okay, so
Okay, let's
let's
talk about it.
let's talk
Let's
about
talk
it.
about it.
Video.
Let's talk
Fucking
about it. Let's talk about it. Mike, you're the only one here that went and saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And it is named that because it wasn't at one point.
At one point, it was
At
just
one point, it
called
was just Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
And honestly, okay, I'm
Now you're a fan.
a fan of Ninja Turtles.
You're a huge fan.
Yes.
And what do you think?
I didn't hate it. I didn't. I wanted to. I really wanted to. I
Did you,
didn't.
did you like it?
I liked parts of it.
Okay.
The Turtles I actually liked. They're
You
the
liked
best.
their
They're
attitude?
the best part of the movie. Easily. The
Better
best.
than the original Turtles?
What do you mean?
That's
kind of like
way
saying,
too
like-
broad. Way too
Yeah.
broad because
Yeah.
they look stupid.
They look
stupid
stupid.
as fuck.
Yeah.
They look stupid. I'll give you that. But how they act, they're actually. I think they got it spot on as far as how they act.
Well, because they play it up, right? They hem it up.
Yeah, you kind of think yourself to be kind of a Donatello, don't you?
No.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say. I asked Raul this earlier. Did you ever, as a kid, try to get people to call you Michelangelo?
Yeah, of course.
How old? How old though? Because I want to
8,
know.
9.
Okay. Not when you're
8,
like
9
20s?
months
No.
ago.
No.
You're like, don't call me Mike. My name's Michelangelo.
No, that was no. Absolutely not.
That's
You
your
walk
8-year-old.
around nunchucks.
Yes.
Did you have nunchucks?
No.
Walk around nunchucks.
What?
Test to see what Ninja Turtle you are.
I don't even know
You
what
can't
you're,
have them in
what
your
you're saying. Buzz what?
BuzzFeed. Did you
Buzz
take
what?
the BuzzFeed out of
Buzz
the
what?
article?
Buzz
Find out
like
it's a turtle.
The turtle? Which
Yeah.
turtle you
so okay. In all seriousness,
Which turtle were you?
I wasn't. I didn't fucking take it.
Full of
See,
shit.
I don't have to guess which
but I
turtle
really
I
want to
am.
be a Donatello.
I know which turtle I fucking am.
Pizza the Hut.
That's right.
Halloween.
I would
So-
give the movie a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Ah.
So better than average.
Yeah.
Better than.
Why is Shredder after them? Or why are
No, and that's one of the big problems with the movie, is there is no Hamato Yoshi in the movie, like even a little bit. So Splinter's just a lab rat, and he's April's pet.
That's the thing that pisses me off
Yeah.
the most.
But to be fair, that's how it was in the IDW comic. Like the Nora comic. That's
Well,
exactly
IDW
how.
The horrible pet owner that she was in the comic too, where she just like, oh no, and then just let me release my pets into the
Into the
sewer.
sewer, yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what she did.
That's what she did.
She released it right them into the sewer to save them from a fire.
So why don't they take revenge on April O'Neil? And say,
Well, no, because they actually they revere her as a savior, and when the turtles find out who she is, because Splinter knew the whole time, but the turtles were too young. When Splinter tells them that April O'Neil was like their savior, they're like in fucking love with her. But
who
Yeah,
calls
they're
dibs?
teenage boys.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo calls dibs. Which
And
is
the
this,
whole movie, Michelangelo is flirting with her, like blatantly flirting.
Do they ever?
No, they don't.
So when does
Who fucking
Donatello use
knows,
his
man?
proton pack?
Right.
He doesn't ever use it. He just has it. He just has it on.
Why in the
He does have a
fuck?
proton pack on though. Like,
He does have a proton pack on.
And why? Okay, so why are they such like? I get why they're stereotypes of teenagers, and they made them more modern.
How does being a Ghostbuster
No,
make
it
you a
never says
stereotype of a teenager? That makes you a stereotype.
YOLO.
Nope.
That's a surprise.
Your selfie?
Maybe. No.
I wouldn't be surprised if they said selfie.
It might have.
Raffatello?
How bad?
They never said Raffitude. That was really bad about that.
Turtle
How bad was I heard like the CGI was pretty bad.
Actually, I saw it in 3D because it was the only way you could watch it that night on opening night was in 3D. They didn't have like a non-3D showing.
Well, no, I mean like the.
But I thought, I'm saying I thought it was fine. I
I
thought it
feel
was
like
great.
that's really inconsiderate for people that have astigmatism.
Yeah, very
I agree.
ableist. Very
Yeah,
ableist of
yeah.
them.
Fuck that.
Take the Tumblr.
With your stupid working eyes, fuck you.
Yeah.
If I could give you my eyes, I would.
Well, like Sean and Amy, like I don't know if I could say this on the thing, but she can't see 3D movies for a very real reason.
Yeah.
And there's some movies where you're like, yeah, you can't go see it in not 3D on
That sucks
certain
because
nights.
like that's
That's
the only
why-
reason you see Avatar.
Right.
No, there's no.
There's no reason to see Avatar.
The original, the
No.
James Cameron.
Yeah, the James Cameron.
Why was that movie so hyped up?
What's
It was
Avatar?
amazing.
I don't even know. Were there boobs in it?
Wait,
No.
it was definitely like that was the first
And
time.
the way it was shot. Too.
No reason.
Yeah, the first.
The full rendering, and it's just basically James Cameron running around in
With
a
the-
giant green screen.
Wasn't it basically like the first movie that was actually like shot in 3D?
in real 3D, in the
In real
3D that they
3D,
use
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Because before it was just like the whole.
It was a
movie,
gimmicky 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
it's
they
like-
just take out frames and
Right.
do stuff.
Yeah.
Layer it.
I have a buddy that does that. The 3D in
the
movies.
post.
Yeah, he
That's
does like
awful.
the filling in the pixels
conversion.
between the.
The layers.
God. That would be the worst job. I'm
That
sorry.
means-
I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Anyway, Ninja Turtles.
All right.
So 6.
Yeah.
So
Six out of 10.
I cannot,
Yeah.
in good conscience, forgive them ever because they took off Guardians of the Galaxy
From
number one
number one spot.
spot, because of people like you. And
I
because
don't,
of
I'm not
people-
sorry. I was gonna go see it. I was gonna go see that before I was gonna go see Guardians of the Galaxy. Honestly.
I was thinking about seeing it
Yeah.
until like the last week,
Yeah.
and then because you and Dave were going,
Yeah.
and then up at
Fine.
I don't.
I
I don't want another.
I like Ninja Turtles enough where I would go see
I would
100
see
shitty Ninja
the
Turtles
shit.
movies.
I would see the shit
That's
out
it.
of like the Nickelodeon style, the
Yeah.
anime kind of influence style.
Yeah.
I would see that cartoon. I'd go
Yeah.
there with a bunch of little kids.
Would you watch the sequel that's coming?
Yes.
I would not
Opening
go
night.
with
Yep.
little kids because that's a horrible watching. A horrible
Oh
environment to
no,
watch
I
a movie.
agree.
Oh my! I want to see.
agree.
Okay, it wasn't a midnight showing. It was like
10 o'clock.
a 9:30 showing.
I'm
There
glad
were
they do that.
so
Yeah.
many
I'm so glad.
fucking kids in that movie theater that like it was just ridiculous. Like the first,
It's the last week before school starts.
there just should not have been that
Oh
many
my
kids
God, I can't
awake
wait
at
for school
9:30
start.
at night, like to go see a 2-hour movie.
Would you have preferred if it was a bunch of neckbeards?
Yeah, absolutely.
You go in there. You're
As
like,
long as they shut up.
brother. you lock arms. You're like,
Go with God.
Oh my god! So when I went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy the second time, it was really hot in my house. I'm like, fuck, I just gotta get out of my
your
house.
house has been gross.
Yeah. And it was filled with people. We had like Dave's brother and his girlfriend and his their and her kid
and the dog.
and then Tony came over
Yeah.
and I'm just like, you know what, fuck this. I'm getting out of
Escondido's
here.
been gross.
Yeah.
It's rough.
And then you
It's
have
true.
that many
Well,
people
then you're
in the
right.
house, and they're all.
And I can't close my door because it's too hot.
It's too hot.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go watch a movie. So I go I'm like, I got 20 minutes to make a movie theater. I got this. I'm going. So I'm sitting in there, and this faggot, man.
Whoa.
I dropped a hard F because I'm using that non-derogatorily, just
Cool.
as a person I don't like, not necessarily a guy that likes other guys.
Just a bundle of sticks.
Exactly. I would burn this
You
guy.
would burn this guy.
He's
Tumblr, what do you think?
Hello.
that's Jezebel.
The jelly spoon?
He's that guy that thinks he's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
he
my God.
loudly was saying, yes,
Oh.
absolutely.
Let me tell you, I had 2 of those in Guardians of the Galaxy right in front of me and my dad,
Yeah,
but they stopped during the movie, and
Yeah.
I was getting scared as fuck that they weren't going to.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was the
That's
worst.
weird.
It was the fucking worst.
We had the same thing because we went with Keenan.
It was Keenan.
Well, no.
yeah.
Actually, no. It was the second time I went. I went with Liz, and there was these people behind us, and there's this guy who wouldn't shut the fuck up. During every single preview, he was commenting on the preview as it was
Super loudly,
happening,
yeah.
super loudly. And so I told Liz, like, if this guy fucking keeps going up, like, I don't know if we're gonna move, or if I'm gonna go fucking tell
Oh,
somebody.
I'll say something. I'll just fucking say
I
something.
want to see the fuck out of this movie,
Yeah.
and he's not gonna ruin that. And
Yeah.
he stopped,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was a miracle.
This guy got about maybe 5 or 6 minutes in the movie. He said like 2 things,
Yeah.
and I just said, "Man, I did not pay $20 to hear you say fucking shit. Shut the fuck up."
You said
Like
that.
super loudly.
You
Yeah,
said that.
absolutely.
What?
Yeah.
Mike's a pretty big dude.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
if I saw Mike and I didn't know Mike, I'd be a little afraid.
I wouldn't fuck with Mike.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
fuck with Mike.
I wasn't having. He was like some like 16-year-old kid.
Oh.
Did he look fast?
Well, and
Wait,
How
yes, he
furious?
was
How
he blue?
furious did he look?
Blue, spiky hair?
Yeah.
Honestly, the kid probably looked back and thought, like,
What's
Mike
the
would go like this
ratio
and
of
his
your
beard
anger
would
to
push him
his
in the face.
potential fastness?
As soon as you punch him, and then all the rings come out.
Then he's really got his butt hit.
he had like at least 1 or 2 chaos emeralds on him.
I hope he doesn't get all of them.
Was he really blind?
So yeah, so you yelled at
I
him,
did.
and he shit his pants.
No,
Have you done
shut
that
up.
before?
No.
I've never done that.
I came close with those people from Guardians. I was like, I really want to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they shut up.
Because it was in the beginning of the movie. Because it's like a sad, it's like an emotional scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like like this little kid's losing his mom to cancer, and this guy's
Yeah, that was a
cracking
rough watch,
fucking
man.
jokes, and I'm
By
not.
himself.
Yeah. Well,
by-
he's got his buddies.
Oh, his buddies.
He's got his like 16-year-old buddies at the front.
Yeah.
And they left like maybe an hour into the movie because there was like an hour into the movie there was this like over around the corner
Yeah.
someone started going the Fudge Factory.
Fudge fact.
Someone started going, "Hey faggots!" like that, like really loudly, and I'm like, what the fuck is that coming?
Who's
from?
calling me?
Exactly. And then the kids get up
They
and
beat
leave.
me.
Yeah. I just like played this.
There's just like a dick and a mouth. This guy.
What?
It's right.
It's a hot dog between
It's
butt
right.
cheeks.
I just take off all my clothes. I'm just like, I'm here.
The world eats me.
No, I
Someone
just
the butt
So,
dick?
so somebody was.
absolutely.
Wow.
Then they got up and left.
Oh.
There was one time. So I watched Iron Man 1 in Utah because it came out when I was in college, and there are always those like 16-year-old kids who get super excited. They're
They
with their
don't give a
friends,
fuck.
and they're getting all hyper, and they just can't shut up.
Yeah.
And so there was this group behind us, and they were not teenagers. They were like 20-somethings. And at the time, I think I was like 21, and they must have been my age or a little bit older, but they were acting like fucking teenagers, like super hyper on
Yeah.
that.
They're in
Woman, or
They're in
Utah.
Great.
And they're hopped up on Jolt Cola.
Yeah.
No, they're hooked up on all their fucking sexual urges that they can't
Exactly.
do shit about.
Exactly. And it was a group of like
You
6.
guys want?
Usually you take those out of the movie theater in a different way.
Have you heard of
Like-
soaking?
Yes, I heard of
Oh my
something.
god,
Where you
that
put
just
your
cracks me up.
your dick into a vagina, but you leave it there.
You don't move
You
it.
don't move it.
Yeah.
And it's flaccid.
It's called so. That's how Mormon kids get like
What?
their sexual
That's
urges.
How do you even
That
get
is
it in
sex
there if it's...
You just gotta put it in there.
You
You
just-
just
No, I
gotta put it in
No,
there.
that's
No,
not
it-
how it works. Like,
If it's a virgin,
like,
there's
do you
no
need a
way that
shoehorn?
works.
You just gotta put it there.
Like,
You just rest it
Yeah,
there.
maybe in the butt.
like force up?
No, you just rest it. You just
Are
gotta
you like
put it
hot
there.
dogging it? Are you hot
You
dogging?
just like you just
That's the only way. That's the
Right
only
over.
way
Yeah.
that you can remain a virgin.
and you add some ketchup.
Hot dogging?
It's cool in the eyes of God.
Yeah.
So anyway,
God's cool. He has the same vision as a T-Rex. As
In
long
the
as you don't
Bible, it
move.
does say he's pro hot dog.
so I saw.
Apparently, God's a fan of just the tip.
Right.
It's just sex.
As long as it's a flaccid tip.
It has
Then
to
it's
be
just
a
like,
flaccid
then it's just, you know.
And
whatever.
you don't pop the cork.
Yeah, you don't pop the cork. So I saw Iron Man in Utah. There's these kids behind us that were fucking talking the whole movie. Every time, like, Iron Man comes down and smashes a car, they're commenting on the car. They're like, "Oh man, that was a fucking Bentley, blah blah." Like it was just ridiculous. And so during the credits, we're sitting there waiting for the after credits stuff, and they're still talking. And my buddy David turns around. And he's like, "Seriously?" Like he's like kind of polite, but a little bit like forceful. He's like, "Seriously, you guys just like, can you guys like stop?" And they're like, "Oh, excuse us for having fun. We're just trying to have a good time." And I was
At the movie
at
theater?
the movie theater, they're having a good time, ruining everyone else's time. And so I was like, seriously, you guys are gonna fucking keep talking about the whole fucking movie, and then you're gonna keep talking afterwards? There's no need for that kind of language, because you're in Utah. They don't.
Yeah.
You can get fined for saying the F word like on.
Can you really?
On public transit.
I think
Oh,
that'd be
fuck. I
illegal
want to
for-
so bad.
Yeah.
Can we just dump Utah into the ocean?
Into
It's
the
too
Salt
hard to
Lake.
move. Have you tried
You
to?
just put them all in the Salt Lake. But yeah, so
No,
so
I mean like
I'm
the land.
suddenly I'm the bad guy. Like I'm the bad guy because I told you to shut up and I used a bad word, but I'm the bad guy because I used a bad word.
Yeah.
And it was just it was incredible to me. And it was like a month before I moved. I'm like, I can't wait to get to
Is
California.
this your first introduction to Christianity?
No.
His first
I
introduction
love
was
him.
his blessing when he was brought into the church.
I was brought into this world.
I
His
just
first
remember
communion
I was
was his-
as long as I don't say the F
He
word.
was actually born in a Catholic church.
His fundamentalisms.
Jeez, man. The
You
dirtiest.
renounced them.
Yeah. No, I don't
I'm
remember.
fundamentalist Islam. That's how I was raised.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy, we saw it again. Mutant Ninja Turtles.
If you're a super hardcore Ninja Turtle fan,
You gotta see it.
go see it. You would have already seen it.
Is
by
that a
now.
big community?
Yeah.
For people over
There's
Over 30.
20?
Yeah.
Over 20 something.
Really?
The subreddit has like maybe 7,000 or 8,000 subscribers to it on Reddit.
Yeah, but they don't count age.
Try it.
Right.
It's true. But I would say most of them are people my age.
Like Transformers, I get.
Yeah.
I feel like that's wishful
Is that-
thinking.
Just keep.
Because I think that every time I look at anything on Reddit, and then I'm like, oh, you're 16.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
yeah, that's
And
like
then I
the
just
that's
go
like the main
crazy.
that's the main
Like,
subreddits
ugh.
though. Actually, this week I unfollowed Walking Dead and Breaking Bad subreddit.
I need to do that.
I just couldn't do it. I just
Why?
couldn't deal with it
Because
anymore.
it's like 18-year-olds, and they're
Yeah.
like, look at what my girlfriend painted for me.
Yeah.
I hate the just subreddits where it's like, look what the shirt I bought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Or I think what's
From the
happening
internet.
on Breaking Bad was happening for a while. It's like, hey, look at this actor that was in Breaking Bad that's also in this other movie
It's
I'm
another
watching.
And like I know,
Like,
Michael
yeah, we
Winslow-
all can look at IMDb.
I was gonna say how many payday things were announced when in the Breaking Bad subreddit. 'Cause
Yeah.
The guy that played the Chicken Man or whatever. Was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doc Chicken.
Doc
Chicken.
chicken.
Doc.
Chicken, Doc, chicken, Doc, chicken,
Kill
Doc,
me.
chicken, Doc, chicken,
Kill
Doc, chicken, Doc, chicken, Doc, chicken,
I remember
Doc, chicken.
I talked
Doc,
shit in the
chicken.
Adventure Time subreddit one time though. 'Cause
Yeah.
This guy's like,
Oh yeah.
look at my girlfriend wearing this shirt. I'm like, you're just posting a picture of your fucking girlfriend wearing a shirt at Hot Topic. I don't understand why this is even fucking posted.
Yeah, it shouldn't
This
happen.
could be anybody. The only reason
Yeah.
people are upvoting this is because it's a fucking girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I actually got upvotes. I thought I was gonna get downvoted.
I would have outvoted you with my penis.
See, I kind of teeter that fine line of like I never reveal my gender in any post
That's probably
unless
good,
it's
yeah.
like a gender specific subreddit.
Yeah.
I just don't post.
I mean,
I've got so many karma.
it's like I feel like if something weird happened, like my instant reaction would be like, I'm gonna find where you live and shit in your car every Christmas for the rest of your life.
Damn,
People would know.
That's dedication.
People would know because you're Gone Wild post though.
How many Gone Wild posts have you
They don't
got?
have r/Gone Wild Grumpy, so.
No, they do.
They
Yeah.
do.
They do actually.
There's so many weird like.
It's like
Gone
the
Wild
only way.
subreddits.
It's like the only way I can get off now. is looking it up.
Gone Wild Grumpy.
Fetishes are so oddly specific.
Gone Wild Thursday.
Girl looks
is-
miserable and sober.
Jesus.
No, I'm not feeling it. Fine.
Fine.
Why are you wearing flip flops? That's weird. Don't wear flip flops and pants.
It's just every post title is just
Female 20.
That's cool. We could monetize it.
DL20, Minnesota.
So
I guess.
Whatever.
um,
I'm
so
just doing this because I hate my dad.
3 out of
Well,
10.
it's just regular Gone Wild.
but not without the with no
Yeah,
snark though. More
no,
snark.
No, yeah, more snark. But like, man, sometimes I don't get Gone Wild. Like, it's just straight up, hey,
Oh,
here
often-
is my open ass and vagina. Like, how attractive am I?
How often
Like-
do you go on Gone Wild?
Maybe
Charlie Kelly.
A day.
Wow. Because Gone Wild is like the last. That's when I'm the bottom of the barrel. Like
No,
bottom
sometimes
of
I'll
the
be like, it's
That's
like
what
kids.
the real
tonight.
shitborns are.
No, sometimes it's like I gotta go to bed in a half hour. I'll rub a quick one out, and then I'll find some good ones and I'll show them to you.
he sends them to me. He really does. He sends them to me.
I'd be like, dude, I want to eat this chick's vagina so hard.
No, you don't talk about vaginas. You talk about boobs.
No, but I did that one time.
One time you
I
talked
talked about vagina once.
Mike always
check your history.
Shut up,
Mike-
guys, I'm straight.
I love
Mike has
boobs.
said
man.
several times
Yeah.
on the podcast and in real life
Yep.
that he thinks vaginas are gross.
So I think the majority of vaginas I've seen are gross.
I like how you guys have these weird competitive masturbating contests.
It's just it happens naturally, you know.
It should.
Well, because we're like
I
we're
kinda
like
have
best
this trigger
friends,
one
Yeah.
and it's
time
like
here
you
this
talk
Skype.
about.
This is what best friends talk about, Raul.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Like it's happening.
Like I asked Ryan if I had like a blanket made of vaginas,
Oh no.
like would you wrap it around you? I wouldn't. It'd be too slimy.
That's a
What does
John
that even
Leguizamo
mean?
joke.
This is a bunch
What?
of vaginas,
It's
bro.
just it's a gaping hole. It's just scary.
It's not always.
I don't.
You know, when you stare into the abyss, sometimes the abyss stares back, and it's.
I had a dream the other night.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you had a dream about vaginas.
About
It was
vaginas.
about Conroe Kirby.
No.
You got about curvy.
Sometimes I like Gone
Which
Wild.
is actually just
Wait, are you saying-
about that.
are you
saying
Like
Gone Wild
99% of
Kirby?
the time.
Kirby, yeah, Kirby Gone Wild. Have you seen the things he puts in his mouth? Jesus Christ.
Then he gets.
That's one of them.
Then he turned into a dildo.
I imagine it's just a bunch of people eating a bunch of stuff and shitting on each other.
Well, I mean that doesn't involve
I'm
That's
sure
vaginas.
all
there's a
Kirby.
subreddit for that, but it's not.
Kirby?
It's probably called scat.
I hate scat.
Probably.
I don't get why
That's
that's
what I imagine
attractive
with the
to
Kirby
anybody.
movie.
What the fuck? It's pooping. That's literally pooping.
Do you at least understand pee-pee?
I'm not down with that. Keep your bodily functions.
you don't get why
to
pee-pee's
yourself.
talking
No.
about Gone Wild.
This is literal shit posting.
Little shit.
Horrible.
Okay, let's
Literal
shift
shit posting.
shift gears. I want to talk about Nosgoth because Roland and I have been playing Nosgoth.
It's fun.
It's
How is it?
fucking
No,
rad.
really, how is
It
it?
really is good. It's
What's
really
it like? Describe this to me in 4 words.
I'll let
Like a troll
Raul-
by a guy named Gay Weed.
Raul, real quick, back of the box synopsis. Synopsis.
good.
It's 8-player arena combat with 2 different it's like Left 4 Dead 2
Versus mode.
But arena?
but less goal based.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
there's no like mission.
it's
there's
just
just-
kill.
yeah.
It's just team kill.
But it's
But
still in beta.
Who is it? It's who versus who.
Vampires versus humans.
And who do you usually play as?
You,
Well,
you do each match is one side then the other. That's
so
it.
you don't get a choice. You get to
Oh.
choose the class that you play.
What classes are there?
There's an archer. For when you're human, there's an archer, and there's like a mage, and then there's like a.
there's
What vampire classes are there?
there's like a flying one. There's like a hunter, and then there's like a big buff. one.
What kind of vampires are these? Like what mythos is this?
From Legacy of Kain.
Legacy of Cain.
Oh, so he like sucks souls out and stuff? Like he doesn't have a jaw and shit?
You suck blood in
Okay.
in it instead of souls because that storyline is different. But his clan is in the game.
That's cool.
They're the winged ones.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Okay.
The tone is rad. It's in beta right now.
I really expected to hate it, honestly.
How much is it? Is it gonna be free to play?
I think it's free to play, but
Yeah,
you
it
can
is.
buy a pack. I have beta keys. I have like 10 beta keys.
I
or
kind of
something.
want to play.
It's cool, dude.
Or first person.
Third.
Third. And what's cool is like
It's like
each,
fifth person view. It's
It's
great.
whatever person I want.
I have to look over 2 other people's shoulders. to see my character.
You like control your character from like 4 people back.
I always have a meat shield.
the thing I didn't expect in that game was that really the classes matter. Like you want somebody to kind of be like one person to be the winged ones, kind of fly around, and you want like a bunch of hunters, and you want like a couple of maybe the big guys. I forget what those guys are called.
I forget.
Or when you're humans,
Mhm.
you want to stick together. You like all want to defend together, and you're all just kind of like you're doing things like, oh well, if I shoot over there, they'll know where we are, so they'll kind of come from there. and then we'll know where they're coming from, so we can all focus.
And vampires
Different
can
comic
crawl all
style
over
every time?
buildings and shit.
Different comic
Okay,
styles
that's
as
kinda
far as
cool.
like how
Oh,
each
Yeah,
Absolutely.
very different.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a different game for each side.
Because we played games
So
where
like, you ever played the Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow game where you were like spies versus?
I played one of them online because it was like mercenaries
Mer-
versus.
Is it like that one Aliens game that didn't suck?
Alien vs Predator.
Yeah, the
Alien was
multiplayer.
amazing.
Yeah,
That is like
That's
humans, aliens, and predators.
Yeah.
right.
where like the aliens could like crawl over
All
like the
the
walls and
ceiling and
shit. Yeah.
And I've been surprised because some teams play really well as vampires, and then they switch over to humans, and they suck.
Okay.
And so that's how you win. Is like because it's like you can win the first round and then get way more kills the second round, and then just demolish.
Oh,
it.
and then just goes by kills.
Yeah.
It's really fun, and it's free right now. You can buy like each of the packs are like what, $2?
It's like $2 or because I
I
think that was on
happen to
sale.
have $2.
So it was $5. I think normally it's like $5, $15, $30, and then
So you get like
45 or
different
something.
packs, yeah. But or you can get the game and earn them in game, but it takes longer. You just play
Yeah.
more matches. you know?
Right.
And we had some people on Facebook talk shit because it's like, oh, it's free to win, because you can just
Yeah, well,
buy.
it's every free-to-play game.
Right.
Yeah, I mean in a way.
Well,
Or you
are
can play the
packs- are
game.
packs just random stuff that you get.
Yeah.
So then
and it's
it's-
nothing you can't earn in game. Like
Yeah.
you can earn everything,
And having, like-
except for skins are the only thing
Yeah.
that money will buy.
Like,
But they're just
it's like
skins.
real
That's just
money.
how you look,
The
right?
skins do nothing. It's just
Yeah, just
stylish.
Okay, that's kind of. I'm cool.
It's
with
like
that.
hats and
Yeah.
TF2.
I'm always cool with just like
Well, TF2 is pay to win too. 'Cause you-
If-
I don't even know
if it's just cosmetic, I don't care if it costs money.
I don't even think people still play TF2 like competitively because every
Yeah.
time I've ever tried to play it,
People
after-
do stuff.
it's just a shitstorm. Like people are just running around like there's no real play. I don't know. It's so
I don't know how
weird.
people can still play.
It's because
It's
it
so
when it went
weird.
free to play.
It's like somebody with just dolls like smacking them together. That's what TF2 is now.
Yeah, like half the time.
Then you get a new
like
hat.
TF2 is like they'll have like a team of 8 guys that all have like super amazing weapons, and then you'll have the smashed together group of guys that just keep walking.
That game's
walking
changed
out.
too much, dude.
Right. Mike, I was going to give you
Yeah, I saw
opportunity
Ninja Turtles.
to talk about World of Warcraft.
I really like the Ninja Turtles movie to a point, but I
What
didn't
the fuck?
I didn't think that-
Are you serious?
I really feel like if you're not a real Ninja Turtles fan, you probably wouldn't enjoy it that
This
much.
is actually a World of Warcraft segue because Mike's going back in time.
Yeah,
Tied it all together.
yeah, that's fine. We can talk about World of Warcraft.
Yeah, well, so you and Jim were kind of going back and forth.
We
I
were.
don't know shit about any of this
Sure,
stuff because I don't care.
Yeah.
But
I also
some
care
people,
as much as Ryan.
some people are getting really excited about it.
Well, yeah. If you like World of Warcraft, there's actually a lot to get excited about. I was just gonna buy the expansion and play it at the very least just to get my paladin to level 100 because it feels weird having to have this character for 10 years
And, not
and
do
thinking
it.
about him not being at least at level cap. You know.
Right.
So I feel like I owe this character that I made up 10 years ago that much.
So is
Which
it
is
just
really
is it
weird.
just new quests?
No, well it's
New map?
story wise. And
Unfortunately, it's not really a new map.
it's not a new map. It's like a reskinned old map.
It's like didn't they already do that once?
So
Yeah, it was called the. Last
it's not so much where you go, it's when you go.
When?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted, I see.
I just picture that being the pitch. Like they had no idea what else to say.
What do
Yeah.
we do? It's not what we do. It's when we do. Ah!
Yeah. So I mean, in the last expansion, the leader of the Horde got crazy, and he ended up being like the main bad guy of the
Garrosh.
expansion. Garrosh, yes.
Gary.
And so both Horde and Alliance work together basically to kill this guy.
Right.
But you don't kill him. He ends up.
You
He
arrest
gets
him because
captured.
he needs to pay for his crimes for what he did to
Right.
stand to people. From
But he gets
And they're
sprung
tying
free.
into that.
No, this is the current
Yeah.
expansion.
Yeah, yeah.
Land.
So during the trial, he
New
gets
Panda
sprung
Land.
free. He and like a rogue time dragon.
Wait, is there like a lawyer, like an orc
Yes,
lawyer?
absolutely.
He's in like a thing.
No, what they were doing,
Judge.
what they were doing is because there's this group of dragons that can control time. They're the bronze dragonflight, and they were using these little like time bubbles to show everyone like what happened. in
They're
the
called
trial.
convenient plot devices.
Yes.
Please take them.
Yeah.
The retcons.
The writers just have this
Retcons
big basket.
Machina.
This big pot. Yeah, it's just a
The
bunch of
noble
zeros
race
and
called the
machinas.
Redcons.
We get it, guys. Nice.
And my favorite like
Retconians.
Transformers, the retcons.
Well,
Hey boys, we did a new expansion. What,
They-
what else you got?
when they first came in, they were kind of cool because they had like this. There was an enemy dragonfly to them called the Infinite, which was trying to
Yeah.
go back in time and
Which
change
actually
I remember seeing that.
it turns out that it's just them in the future. Their dragonfly ends up going crazy,
And,
and
It
they
turns
become
into
the
that.
and they become the bad guys
So they're
and
having
fight
a
themselves in the
contact
past.
okay. Well,
Oh,
you know what?
God, that sounds so painful. For her.
Yeah.
Because the leader of them has the same name as the leader of that, but it's like all jumbled up.
That's
Like
what you find
Is
out. when they get
anyone-
back, right?
yeah,
Is anyone being like, wait a second? Is anyone like our fans being like, hang on?
no one's being like that. Everyone
They're
thinks
just
it's
eating it
awesome.
up.
Everyone thinks it's
They're
awesome.
eating it up.
Yeah,
All right. Have you played WoW at all, Christina?
she
yeah, right here. High five. What up?
she immediately glazed over as soon as you brought World of Warcraft.
Well, I know.
I've been clean for several years.
So she did.
Yeah, no,
Ryan's his high five.
I take it back. Let's take it back. Take it
Yep.
back.
So
Ryan, have you played WoW before though?
Never.
Right? Never?
Never.
Raul's even played WoW.
I know.
no, I
He was a
gave it
dual
up,
grapper.
right when Burning Crusade came out. Cause
Weekend at Burning Crusade.
Weekends at Bernie's.
So to sum everything up, the
Fuck
long story
Burning
short,
Crusade,
the bad guy that captured escaped, and he went to like an alternate past,
Dragonite.
and back to when his dad was still
A
alive.
dragon?
No,
Garage.
Garage Hellscream.
Garage.
So Garage Hellscream, yes. He went back in time to, and he's like, because there was this major event in the past where all the orcs drank demon blood, and they all became slaves to the demons,
Right.
and that's what forced the orcs to basically
That
invade
sounds completely
in Warcraft 2 and 3 and
That's
stuff.
Why is there even a story?
It's the premise of Warcraft 2 and 3.
Oh,
It's
And-
like, it's
and
the
so-
whole premise of the Warcraft.
Oh.
Yeah. So
That's
what
literally where the conflict started.
what he's done
Um,
is Garage basically stopped that. He's like, Dad, don't do that. Well, he didn't call him Dad because he's like,
He's
not,
a prophet.
He's a prophet, yeah. He's like, Daddy, don't drink that. That
Can
makes
I call
that
him
fucks
Dad
everything
anyway?
up. Yeah.
Like,
And so the cinematic is basically that scene
Yeah.
where he was gonna drink it, but then he doesn't,
Right.
and the demon's like, what the fuck? You don't drink my
oh
blood?
my God.
And then
they kill him.
they kill him, which is something that happens like way later in the story.
But earlier.
And now it's happening earlier,
Right.
and they don't become enslaved like they do in the game. So then, but the cool thing I thought was that demon ends up killing Grom in like an explosion, and that was gonna happen again, but his son kind of like saved him by like
That's
tackling him out of the
exactly-
way.
His son from the
worst thing
future?
I've
His son
ever
from the
heard.
future.
When in the
It's about your
time?
kid's body.
You know what I really hope happens?
It is
What?
35 years in the
But-
past, so it's very back to the future.
But what it is, it's more like the Dragon Ball Z time travel, where
Your
this
future
past
sucks.
stuff isn't affecting anything in our future.
Right.
It's affecting
It's
like an
an
alternate
alternate.
timeline.
And his
thing.
parents are disappearing from the photo.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta go to the under the
That's
sea
Back
dance.
to the Future, though. That's not happening here.
See, what I wish would happen is that they launch this new expansion, and then something just gets fucked with the servers, and everyone's character starts at 1, and they're like, "It's when you did it. You have to start over."
Why is there even a story? Who cares?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people do. Apparently, I guess they're all. I mean, there's-
Disregard stories, acquire gold.
yeah.
No, people like they've really been trying to make WoW about the story now because a lot of other MMOs have been doing that,
War
like Final
Story.
Fantasy,
Guild Wars.
Guild Wars.
Guild Wars'
Star
story
Wars.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are you still
Final
playing
Fantasy's
that?
cool. Fuck no.
No, God no.
That game has no end game.
No.
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about Robin Williams being put as an NPC?
Yes, I did.
There,
Well, he played WoW.
right. He was a WoW fan.
He was
and-
actually a trade channel troll.
Yes, he was.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That makes two of us.
I missed about 95% of the video.
Well, I'm a girl. It's easy.
Don't say that.
I got all types of robes.
Do we
and
know what
shit.
server he was on?
No.
Manoroth.
Manoroth?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see anything. I was trying to find that because I
It's
don't know
one of the
shit about
originals.
servers.
Manoroth.
Yeah.
But there was a petition.
Now I'm like extra sad.
Oh. There was a
There was a video of Vin Diesel playing World of Warcraft with Paul
No, I
Walker.
go outside now.
Vin Diesel played WoW with Paul Walker.
It was
Um,
too
what-
fast.
what did he-
God!
Too
He did.
Too furious.
2 words.
Oh, no!
What did he play as?
Robin Williams?
Yeah.
I heard it was a no, I don't remember what.
Yeah,
No.
that makes sense.
Is it so
actually
hairy?
makes sense,
Really?
Yeah. What? No,
I
no,
feel like
but
he'd
like
be an orc.
if anything, he'd be like a
Sounds like a
Tauren.
horror word here. It sounds like.
I don't even know.
Whatever.
But the petition, like people from WoW
Yeah.
did a petition, 11,000 signatures in 24 hours, which is.
I signed it.
Well,
I guess it's
I
all
like
right.
I like how they signed it. It's like
Yeah.
they sent out. They had one of their guys send out a thing. They're like, we're already on it.
Yeah.
Like they're like, you can just stop signing.
Just
Yeah.
stop signing it, please. It's
like
gonna happen.
it's already in the works.
Yeah.
Too many
We knew it was gonna
subtitles.
happen because we're Blizzard. With the time drag.
Shit.
We've seen this before.
We have actual time drag.
Did you see the fucking Tumblr shit about Rob Williams?
No.
Oh, of
People
course
still
they.
use Tumblr.
Oh, the worst people use
Yeah,
Tumblr.
only the worst
Yeah.
thing is Tumblr.
Yeah.
But we use Tumblr. 40s20s.com is
That's what I
run on
said.
Tumblr.
Only
but-
the worst.
But social justice warriors have taken to Robin Williams' death to point out that lots of people die every day, and just because he's a white person is the only reason that people care.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
that's why.
Yeah.
The color of his skin is what people care. Not the fact that he was in a bunch of movies from my childhood that I
Technically, he was
absolutely
a
love.
blue genie at one point.
That's true.
I don't
Which
think
is
He was
that's
ever
close to a
actually a
black
blue
guy,
genie.
as you can
You
even
don't
get.
know that? Did you live with him?
Anecdotal evidence suggests otherwise.
Oh, but man.
You'll find no case.
So yesterday I listened to the WTF with Mark Maron podcast where he had Robin Williams on in
How
2010.
much did you cry?
I was at the gym. I honestly,
God.
I was on the elliptical and I was like almost ready to fucking cry. It was heartbreaking because he talked about his addictions. He talked about like he was in Alaska filming some indie movie,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when he started drinking again because there was nothing to do in Alaska. And then all of a sudden he found himself like a year later on stage drunk, and he's like, "Oh, there's cameras around." Like,
Whoops.
yeah, he's like, "Holy shit!" He's
My
like,
bad.
"I need to fucking get control of this again." But he was sober again. Like he relapsed when he went back. But he was talking about also the genie, where he recorded all his lines, and he's like, "Hey, can I try some new stuff?" And they ended up using like 95% of that. Like all the shit that
Isn't that was there something like why they couldn't give it as like an original adaptation or something because most of his lines were
I think that might be. I think that might be a urban legend.
urban legend.
But it's pretty much true
I
because
mean, honestly,
But
how
He,
good
like,
was
he
the
recorded
Latin
like
anyway?
45. He recorded like 45 minutes of ad lib, and they used like 40 minutes of it.
yeah, it's ridiculous. No, and he
I heard it
said
was 30 hours, and they're gonna release that cut.
because usually.
30-hour long cut.
And it's mostly
Director's
Genie.
cut. Yeah.
Listen,
Leaves him.
10 hours of that cut is him going.
But honestly, last thing about Robin Williams is the Live on Broadway is one of my favorite stand-up sets of all fucking time. That shit is so good, and he's so sweaty, and it makes me feel all right as a sweaty person
Yeah.
to be like, one of my own.
Seriously, I hate summer.
Like, oh god, it sucks. But
August is the worst.
yeah,
I
when it was
honestly-
muggy, when it was
I
muggy.
honestly feel like he is my spirit animal.
yeah.
Mine's a panther.
Panthers actually aren't animals, just so you know. There
found
is
that-
no cat called a panther.
What?
It's a
There's-
black jaguar.
Yeah.
It's,
Or
It's a
a
black
mountain
one.
lion.
Here's the deal. I accidentally did acid on a camping trip once.
Okay.
and talked to a
Greatest
panther.
segue ever. I did acid on a camping trip once and talked to a panther.
Yes.
All right.
It was
And
an
Sounds dangerous.
accident, though. It was an
it
accident.
was an accident. I didn't do it on purpose. I would never do acid on purpose. That sounds ridiculous. But I did on accident.
I'm
and
just
talked
saying,
to a panther.
There is no actual
It was
animal called
bipedal.
a panther.
It told me to dig deep, and so I have.
it's a type of jaguar.
Or mountain lion. It's a melanistic.
But you know, like,
It's a really handsome mountain lion. Fuck you guys.
well, one thing that I had read that was interesting is like when you dream and when you're on like trips like that, when you're talking to somebody that's not really there, or like somebody that you know, like if I have a dream about Raul and I'm talking to Raul, it's not Raul, it's me talking to me. And so, like, if he says something that's hurtful, it's me telling myself that's something that's hurtful.
Using me as a vessel.
Or yeah, it's a vessel. And
I
so,
am a
like,
vessel.
and so, like, when you do things like acid or whatever,
With
and
your
you
subconscious
talk to
projection.
somebody, it's a projection. And so it's your subconscious trying to like get things out that you didn't want to realize in your conscious mind.
Wrangling mental weenies.
That's why you need to kill him. You need to make Jordan Gordon-Levitt your friend,
Right.
so you can do twirly kicks in the zero-G hotel.
What?
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
It's happening.
You're not my projections?
It's happening.
you guys said segue, and I did it.
Can we talk about Shark Week?
I hate
So
sharks.
how dumb it is?
Shark Week?
Shark Week.
Shark Week.
No, seriously. Discovery
It's not
Channel,
just for
History
periods
Channel,
anymore.
Animal, what's Animal Planet? It's gotten worse every single fucking year. And I remember it was
like
like
the last 3 or 4 years.
well, that's when it got popular, right?
Yeah.
It's because like everyone was talking about fucking Shark Week, and now it's like, oh, now it's like mainstream.
Back in my day, that was used as a euphemism for lady time.
Exactly.
When I say
Shark
back
Week?
in my day, I mean
Shark
like
Week.
3 days ago.
I think you're saying, are you saying Shark Week?
Yeah. That's what women say when they gotta go. Uh-oh, Shark Week. I can't bang you right now.
Are you?
It's cool.
It's actually
You know what a shark
it's
What is
strangely
A
very
shark.
true.
The shark?
A shark.
Every lady knows that there's a time
You
of
shit
the
in
month in
the
which you do not trust a fart, and it's Shark Week.
Shark Week.
Now I can't tell if you're saying Shark Week or Shark Week.
I hear period shit.
Shark Week is my favorite of the Little Rascals.
Oh my god.
That's why
So
you
the
fire
test
me.
came back finally, right? For your autism. Positive? It's gotta be.
I don't know. I'm not positive at all. I haven't seen the results.
So yeah, Shark Week. So they've been like promoting more and more fake documentaries.
They're mockumentaries, but
Yeah.
the thing is, they don't have really any disclaimers, like in
Saying
front
that
of
it's
it.
not.
Yeah,
Right.
see, that's the real
And
problem.
that's the big problem there. Yeah.
One of my teammates is Mexican, and
Oh no.
So he just believes everything.
So he always tries to steal
no,
your car.
she was telling me about this thing that she saw in Shark Week. It was like zombie sharks or something. and
Yeah,
she's
that's
like,
Is that a thing?
she's like, these things
It
are
is on
crazy.
Discovery
I
Channel.
saw these things and they're crazy. I'd never seen anything like that before. I was like, yeah.
That's because they don't exist.
Because it's super not real.
Is it chupacabra shark?
It's the most not real.
America loves TV. And
American
Well, basically, they're turning it into reality TV
Right.
Without
Because-
the reality.
without the reality.
Because you have all these these naysayers about it, but you also have these people tuning in. And
To be
so-
fair, before then, they just showed the same show.
Yeah, it was like one day
Yeah.
times 7.
Yeah,
but I would still watch that.
I would too.
I would watch the
Yeah, I
fuck
would.
out of the same documentary
It's just
about
cool
sharks.
background shit. You
Yeah.
know?
You watched the one about that sharks. You watched the
It's-
one about the
Indian
road
animals.
sharks where
Dude.
people got shark attacks in like the Mississippi River.
But it's like the History Channel
Yeah.
was all about World War II,
Yeah,
and I would still watch it because it's like, okay, I know Hitler
now
did
it's
this
about
stuff.
but now it's about the aliens that
yeah,
were
but
behind
World War
World
II is
War
Well,
cool.
here- here's-
Sharks are not.
World War II's cool.
Here's the thing, though. Discovery likes to play the narrative at the time. Like, they came out with the military channel right around the time that
Right.
we invaded into Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yep.
That has now changed because there's now no longer a war in there, and now it's what all they have, like, the rights left to show, which is a bunch of old World War
Sasquatch
II.
Which is
hunters.
weird because there's a ton of fucking wars going on and there's unrest everywhere.
But no one's
But-
recording it.
No one's recording it.
It's not fun
Yeah,
wars.
I mean,
they're the unfun.
They're not
ones.
freedom wars.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here as a naysayer and just say that maybe some of these war zones currently are not safe for journalists.
Well, especially fucking Ferguson.
Ferguson, Missouri.
Damn, man.
Yeah, if Al Jazeera can't get coverage there, who can?
Yeah. 'Cause they seen some shit.
Yeah.
But you even had the Washington Post and the
HuffPo.
HuffPo guys.
I would expect BuzzFeed to be right next to it. You know what I mean?
HuffPo and then BuzzFeed.
And BuzzFeed.
Top 10 reasons you got arrested.
And then like the
Top
Onion.
10 reasons why Ferguson's rocking.
Top 10 places not to
It would be
not
sad
to charge
if-
up your
it'd
phone
be-
and laptop. Number 1, McDonald's.
It'd be funny if like the Onion was there and the only people actually recording like the actual shit.
Yeah, the only reputable news source is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Onion.
Man, but that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
And you see that all the time is people put in power positions who don't usually have power.
Welcome to Mexico.
I like how
We're in Mexico.
I like how the narrative immediately changed once they changed it over to the state trooper
State
who's
trooper.
also African American.
Well,
Who they put out way in front, like, look at this guy, don't pay attention to
It's
this horrible white
it's
police chief.
it's exactly that. It's a PR
Yeah.
move. It's a PR move to
Yeah.
try to be like, oh, look, we're trying to be positive.
Yeah, no, there's been this massive like slacktivism hashtag thing of like, how would you be portrayed by the media
Right.
if you were in that situation?
Have you seen that shit?
It's pretty funny.
People post 2 pictures. One of them is like them looking like
Successful.
Like, successful.
Like them like at a graduation ceremony.
And then
the other one's
one's
them just like
just partying or at a costume party or something.
Just engaging in general thug life.
And it says, yeah, we're in Thug Life. And it says, which one would the media show if you got killed by a cop, basically. Like, which one would they show? Because they always,
It depends on the situation, because like Trayvon Martin, they showed all his good shit, but he was a notorious dickhead too.
right. But still, with this guy, they showed.
Because they always need to have a narrative.
Yeah.
They always need to have a narrative. It
Well,
can't
that's
just
the
be.
You go to fucking
Like,
journalism school and they fucking.
They don't report facts.
There
They
were
report
mad
a
pictures of
story.
Trayvon like middle fingers thugging, and they rarely ever show those pictures. They only showed his good shit,
Yeah.
So it really depends on how they what they want
Because
to
you
do.
shouldn't victim shame.
Well, but still,
Yeah.
it's not. You're not
Listen,
trying to
if
build-
the victim hadn't been there would
Yes,
be no
all
one to
women.
shame.
Okay, but this guy was walking in the middle of a street.
Dude, do you think Zimmer was there going nuts?
Man, I have no idea. But fucking this
That
guy.
would cause more of a riot.
I've been in Ferguson for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. But yeah, this guy was. I mean, he was walking in the middle of the street, and that's it. Like that's all it takes is for fucking someone to gun you down.
Well,
They've also
this
taken-
is not a new thing though. It's
Right,
like there
right.
is the production assistant from what was it? Tosh Point Out.
Oh.
One of my
Oh, that's
roommates
right.
worked
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
And he was actually a victim of the situation. The guy that came into the apartment complex was taking hostages. The dude was covered in blood because he got cut defending against the guy that was attacking people and taking hostages.
Yeah.
He ran out of the building, got shot.
Yeah, that's
And he
right.
was
I think
That
we
was
talked
wild.
about that on this.
Like
on
this
the-
is not a new thing. Like that and the whole Doyer thing.
Right.
Like we shot up a minivan, even though it's complete 180 of what the actual description of the
Didn't
vehicle
match the
was looking
vehicle,
for.
and it was filled with Mexican ladies, like
Delivering
Asian
newspapers.
ladies doing their newspaper
Yeah.
delivery. Yeah.
But
Well, you know they say 2 Asian
Sorry,
ladies
Dorner.
equals 1.
yeah, I said he said Doyer.
It's 3 really, but they didn't do the
It's
math.
sports ball season, whatever.
Just always got to remember, you can't corner the Dorner. Never.
You can burn him down
They
though.
did, and they
You
burned
can
it.
catch him on fire.
You can kill it with
You
fire.
can burn this whole place down, which is exactly what the sheriff said.
One thing I wanted to talk about that was interesting about the whole Ferguson thing was that there's a picture circulating of this police officer dressed in full fucking
Right here.
no, not riot gear, in camo,
Why does a cop need camo gear?
right.
Is he
first of
hiding
all,
in the shrub?
Because
Is he
code
hiding in the shrub?
enforcement. Duh.
it was
That's
a
freebies from the government.
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, basically that's what
You
that's
know,
all it
That's
is.
why they have
Stuff
all
like
their
that,
army
yeah.
shit.
And not only that, he has this
Military
gun.
gear doesn't need to go to a cop.
Right. Well, he has this gun that's
And
huge rifle, and
It's on a mount,
on Reddit.
on a bipod.
Yeah, well, there's a bipod and it has an additional tripod,
Yeah.
which is just stupid. And so on Reddit, r/guns dissected the picture. He has a fucking flashlight and a scope and the tripod and the bipod and all this stuff. And everyone's like, this is the stupidest configuration I've ever seen for this gun. And so they clearly don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, yeah.
And the guy, oh, are they going to shoot somebody at close range?
In
but
the dark.
In the dark.
Yeah.
With the
With a 40
scope.
times scope on it.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you
The
doing?
flashlight is useless with that scope on it, except for putting glare up into the fucking scope
Right.
range.
And the best thing is they keep showing. There's a classic picture of somebody in riot gear pointing down a rifle with the scope on backwards, and everyone keeps posting that this is what it is. From the military, paying all this money for
They
it,
don't have any
and they have
training.
no training.
They don't pay for it.
They don't.
Well, they don't pay for it.
They
The
get-
taxpayers pay for
They
it.
Well,
get, they
it's
get
already been
grants
paid
from the
for.
government to
Right.
get paid for discounted.
Why can't I
fucking
get one of those?
Why do you
but-
want one?
Like there was one
It'd be awesome to
police
have
station
one.
that had an
You
old ass
can
grenade
get one of
launcher.
those. Go to Arizona.
There's,
Arizona,
here's
the
the-
cesspool
there
of
was a.
Wait,
there was
wait,
a
Yeah, says the guy from New Mexico.
I'd rather
Arizona,
be dead
really?
in California than alive in Arizona.
Oh man.
but there's a bunch. There was
Fuck
a
Arizona.
Twitter feed from veterans all saying it's I leveled my gun twice. Leveled.
Yeah.
All these guys I see are running around with their guns pointed at everybody.
Yeah.
That's how you do in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was the thing though.
That's
It's
the thing.
It's this isn't even the militarization. The military has more fucking discipline than these guys have.
Right.
This is the Call of Dutying of the fucking
Yes.
police force.
And that really opened my eyes. I sent you that. And I
I
was
sent
like,
you that.
well, you sent it to me, and I was like,
And
wait,
you sent it back to me.
It's whoa, have you seen this? Like, yeah, I just sent it to you.
Not like I'm holding your link like a newspaper. God damn it.
on that freaking Twitter feed though,
Yeah.
they had a picture of they had the crowd of people, and a guy's got his back turned to the dude,
And they've got fucking laser sights on his back.
On the back, yeah.
And it's like, so you're just aiming at the crowd with your. It's like, that's not policing.
That's
No.
not.
No.
And all police people should wear cameras.com.
.com.
It's getting there though.
GoPro.com.
There was a town that instituted a thing where all the police officers have cameras, and
They just use it for
Oh, I
selfies.
saw that.
the rate of violent
Wasn't it
police
like
things.
40%?
But the rate
Yeah.
of cop porn, like
right,
home
it
porn,
goes
is
up.
like super
Yeah.
high up. Yeah.
Hey, you've got a parking violation. Oh, how am
How will I
gonna
pay for this?
You go to the DMV and then you go to the court.
And then
Or-
fuck me.
Yeah.
Then suck my dick.
Did you fuck me?
I can give you this parking violation, or you can suck my dick.
Suck my cop wiener.
God,
You want me to take my Google glasses off?
oh, God.
You know what? I
Google
saw a guy
glasses
wearing
on or
Google
off?
Glass in real
Too
life
bad,
one
too
time,
bad.
and it was super creepy.
You saw what?
I saw a dude wearing Google Glass, like, for realsies in real life one
Yeah.
time.
It was creepy?
It was creepy.
Speaking
So
of
I
stupid
heard
stuff on the
this.
internet, can we talk real quick about the stupid ice water challenge thing?
Okay.
Oh!
Yeah. We'll talk about
God.
that. I'm going to go pee while you talk about that because I know you want to
Rage
talk about it.
away.
You're raging. I don't care so much about it, but
I fucking hate
I want
slacktivism.
to.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Motherfuckers.
Well,
God damn it.
the thing that gets me is, like, if someone calls you out to donate money, just fucking donate money. Like, this is
$5,
just
$10 doesn't matter. No one wants to see your dumb ass get ice water dumped on you.
nobody
That's the whole
does.
point. I don't
Nobody.
know. I don't know anything about this.
It's for
To
Lou
me,
Gehrig's-
it's asking to do
No,
two
it's
things.
for like 900 things.
It's
What
for
do you-
ALS.
what do you-
ALS.
No, no, no.
Okay.
It's for ALS.
First time
Somebody started the beginning.
The first time that I saw it pop up was
I've only seen it for ALS.
for the Wounded Warriors
Yeah.
project. And this is what enrages me about the entire concept of it, is the first instance, okay, patient zero for me was the Wounded Warriors project. And some dipshit that I don't even like, which is irrelevant to the story, called a bunch of people out and was like, look at me, dude, I'm dumping ice water on myself because herpender.
Because
I forgot that they don't see us, and that was a hand job motion.
She made a
Whatever.
for the people at home. She made a jacking off.
Wait,
motion.
so I still don't understand. You do.
So,
the thing is,
bottom line is,
let's say I dump. I'm just supposed to donate money to this cause. dump
or
and big
ice
as you
water
are.
yourself.
Well, no, it's both.
No, you're supposed to do both.
Oh,
You're supposed
A
to
lot
do
of people
both.
are just dumping the ice water.
Yes.
either or.
You're supposed to do both.
The whole thing is you donate and then you call out 3 people.
Yeah.
And then those 3 people are supposed to then it's a pyramid scheme for
Oh.
charity.
Yes, exactly what it is.
Which is fine.
But it's like two
that's
things
totally
I don't
cool.
want to do. I don't want to give my money to something, and I don't want to dump ice water on my chest. But giving my money to something is something good. So I'll do it if someone calls me out on it. But fuck you if you think I'm going to waste water and dump it on myself. I videotape
We're in a
myself.
drought.
Thank you.
We're in extreme drought.
Also, the way that I heard about it was the Wounded Warriors project, and
You said that like
I
100
think-
times by now.
well, I feel like I have to reference it to
You get
the
it.
story.
You can just say ALS now, because that's what it's about now. Now.
A lot of people are trying to jack it so that
My
they can
rage
be
is
safe
very
or whatever.
specified.
Really?
Yeah,
Fuck it.
that's what that's.
That's-
You have
story
to
about.
donate to World of Warcraft $10 a month.
No, and that's the thing. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to donate, do this thing, call out people while you're doing it, and then they have to do it.
But people aren't.
But people
The bottom
aren't.
line
They're
is
just
people
dumping
aren't
water
doing
on
money.
themselves, which isn't doing anything. It doesn't,
It's not even really a
shit.
challenge.
No, it's not. It's like, hey.
That's like brush your teeth with cold water challenge.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, it's hard.
Uh-oh.
To me, the bigger challenge
Oh,
is
this is so weird.
brushing your teeth after drinking orange juice.
No, drinking orange
You
juice
know
after you
what's
brush
a
your
challenge?
Is that what it is?
Getting everyone at
It's the other way.
Comic-Con to shower more than once a week.
teeth. Oh, God.
That's a
No
fucking
way.
challenge.
That's just never going to happen.
Wait, what?
Showering at Comic-Con.
Having
once
people
a week.
shower
Put your
before.
dick in your mom's shampoo bottle challenge.
Ew.
Yeah, to
Gross.
donate.
I feel they should install like decompression.
Well, the thing about it is, if you say anything negative about it, people go, "Oh, why you gotta be such a sour guy? Why you gotta be such a party pooper?" Well,
That's when you say, do you know anybody with ALS?
No,
Because
okay.
it's Lou
What's
Gehrig's
ALS?
disease.
That's
Yeah.
the Wounded Warriors?
Lou Gehrig's
Lou
disease.
Gehrig.
To which
Why
I
is it
say,
ALS?
back in my day,
Asian Lou Gehrig's syndrome disease.
Syndromes.
instead of dumping ice water on ourselves and not donating money to Wounded Warriors, we sent packages to people that were
Right.
overseas
That takes
too much
full of
effort.
porn and beef jerky.
But the thing is, that actually does something, and it's not something
That's
they
my
can just
point.
do by using their iPhone or
It's like-
Android phone.
Well,
TM.
I mean,
Here's
Beef
the
jerky's
thing.
like $10 at Costco. You can buy a porn magazine for like $5. Shipping is like $7.
But that's just a lot of work, more than just taking a video and uploading it to the internet, to Facebook, and saying, "Oh, now my friend's gotta do it."
Well, no. Here's the thing. Back in the day, people used to just give, and that was it.
That was it.
Now everyone needs to show up. Look
No.
at me. Look at me.
Look,
I'm
look at
giving.
how much I'm
Okay,
giving.
yeah, we're on the
Which
podcast. I'm making a
kind of
selfie
completely
emoji.
negates
Look at
the
me, I'm
purpose
giving
of
away the
doing
shit.
something like that.
We need to make one
Right.
viral, like a 600 Slim Jim.
I've
challenge.
heard
Oh my
I've
god.
heard both sides of this. Okay.
God, you would be so constipated for so long.
They're aware now.
I
Did they
can't
do
shit for
anything
like
about
3
it?
years.
Is the awareness
The
doing
Fiber
anything?
One challenge. I ate 600 Slim Jims.
So Jim brought that up. I've heard both sides where a lot of people, all they care about is awareness.
So
And
what if I know about it? It doesn't do
It
anything.
does, it does.
It doesn't.
I know Lou
Oh
Gehrig's
no,
disease is a thing.
listen. I've known about Lou Gehrig's disease since I was a kid.
Right.
Because you hear about shit like that when you're a kid.
Yeah.
I still haven't done anything about it. I'm 30 fucking 2.
I still haven't stopped Joseph Kony like I've been meaning to.
But you know about it, and
Yeah.
that's what's
And
important.
I did vote for him in 2012.
But
you wrote it in.
Yeah.
I wrote it in for everything.
You know, it was a great campaign.
Did you write it? Did you write Kony 2012?
That'd be so ridiculous.
Oh my
Write
God.
and vote for Joseph Kony.
Yeah, dude.
But awareness.
Let's go
So,
to 2 African presidents.
How does awareness help? Tell me how aware
I
you knowing
know
about
about
something
Yeah.
helps
Yeah.
fight it.
I'm not the spokesperson for awareness because I'm on your side. I don't
Okay.
think it does. But some people think that the only thing that matters is getting the word out.
No.
And they say that.
I think it does with some things.
Well, some things, because if you blanket everybody,
Yes.
okay, and everyone knows about it, a higher percentage will be the ones that donate.
It
Versus nobody knows about it, and then nobody donates.
it helps against things that anyone like let's say like child abuse. Like that's something that word of mouth and just knowing about
But
can
hold on
stop.
a second. But hold on a second. So now we're talking about this on the podcast. We're
Yeah.
talking about ALS.
Right.
Where you're talking about ALS.
Yes.
Have you donated? Have you thought
I
about donating?
haven't been called out yet. But
But I'm
absolutely.
saying-
No. Well, today is like the day that I finally kind of put everything together.
Together, right?
Yeah. So will I donate? Probably not. I probably won't.
Okay. But let's say Joe Schmo hears about this and like, oh yeah, I know Lou Gehrig's disease. Like it's in your boat, but he's like, fuck this, I'm not going to pour ice on myself. I'm going to donate.
And if
that's
someone
one-
called me out, that's what I would do.
That's one person more
Yeah.
than otherwise.
Yeah.
So awareness does do certain things, but it's not the answer. I don't think. I don't think it's the answer.
Well,
But some people think it
here's the real
is.
thing. Let's turn to chat. Keenan, are you going to donate? There's our answer.
Oh.
Oh.
Like
He'd
that's
probably steal it from them.
Uh-oh.
He'd probably steal Lou Gehrig's
Keenan's doing the
disease.
Boppa challenge.
Shit. Called out.
Like
I'm just saying, it's like
All these
our fans
celebrities-
are going to, or the fans that are going to hear, it's like, Keenan, are you,
Tell you what, here's the thing.
The fans.
Here's the thing.
Keenan, are
I
you
will
gonna do it?
donate to ALS today. I'm calling anyone listening to this podcast out right
Keenan.
now.
Keenan.
That's it.
You don't have to dump fucking water on yourself. If you do,
I
I
can turn the hose
don't
on.
give a shit. I just don't care. Fucking donate $5.
It's getting the hose again.
Just fucking do it.
But what's the point of calling somebody out? Are they that close to a cure? Guys,
it's like one of those call-a-thons. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, it's like NPR, and I love when Ira Glass calls people and guilt trips them. It's great.
You know what? Ira Glass. It took me a while to get accumulated, accommodated with him. Accustomed to him.
To a Jew.
Well, no, wait, oh my God!
I often
You
get
brought
accumulated.
race into this. I didn't bring race
right.
into this.
Wait,
It's his conversation
is it his
style.
race or is it his religion?
It's
He's so
No,
edgy.
it is both.
boy.
He's so edgy.
Oh boy. Right
He's
now,
super edgy.
FYI, I'm donating to both ALS and
How many
to-
dollars does ALS have?
I don't know, but to Wounded Warrior, I'm going to donate also.
you know, I'll do that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
I'll do 5 each.
Go to woundedwarriorproject.org.
For?
Wounded Warriors.
No, but like I don't. Like,
I got all the warriors in
Sick ass.
Warcraft.
Wounded
They
They
don't,
can't heal themselves.
all the world.
They don't
wars.
have. They don't have any heals.
you know what? They accept PayPal, so I'm gonna.
No, seriously though, what warriors go to? I'm assuming it's like injured troops, right? But is it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
mental
injured
illness
Warriors.
or
It's for like rehab.
Yeah.
like Amy Winehouse?
Like people that like
No,
lose limbs and shit.
well, yeah, for drug people that are coming back from like PTSD, helps
Yeah.
with
Do they
that
accept
kind of stuff.
pictures of boobs?
I don't think they do.
I
Hey,
should
tell
see
you,
the
tell you
visual
what,
truth.
if you send me a picture of boobs, I'll donate $15.
Why
Trump's
13?
gone
No,
wild.
15.
Are you
What, one for each
kidding?
boob?
If you send me a picture of your boobs, I'll
You'll
donate
donate?
$15 for every
Oh.
picture of
No.
boobs. I will. No,
No,
I'm not
I
saying you
would normally
specifically.
charge at least 50.
Your boobs are worth $50.
Yeah,
They must be
I'm
like
old and they
kaleidoscopes.
still look good.
But here's the thing. Who would get the tax? She should get the tax write-off.
Yeah, where's my account? Can I write this off?
No.
No.
I'm under 40s and 20s is donating right
I
now.
actually went to.
Ice bucket challenge? No. Fuck you, ice bucket
well-
challenge.
Oh my
That was
god,
actually
is
one
that
of
a thing?
Yeah, it says
I didn't
ice
go
know it's
back
a real
to
thing,
I
yeah.
probably shouldn't go back to Robin Williams.
That's
that was a thing I
worst.
heard about, like, one of the reasons also why he killed himself when he did, in addition
You
to
didn't get a
Parkin-
picture of boobs?
He failed the ice bucket challenge.
Parkinson's disease, but it's also
I just couldn't do the ice bucket challenge.
his age.
Oh, oh.
No, his age is about the time where
Parkinson's
term
is real.
life insurance is getting towards the end, and you don't. It's really expensive to try and keep getting the life insurance, and plus it's beyond the time. Like it's beyond the cutoff for
I
suicide.
don't know about that because my dad's old and shitty and he still has life.
When Hunter S. Thompson killed himself, and everyone's like,
And
oh,
Twins have been-
he
a
was
lot of
going to
planes
anyway.
expired right around the time you're about
Yeah,
to
but here's the
be
difference
65.
is Hunter S. Thompson wasn't a beloved figure.
he was.
He was. No, he
I
wasn't.
have a really
He
good
wasn't.
story
He
about
wasn't.
Hunter S. Thompson.
yeah,
I'm sorry, he wasn't. No, no.
absolutely.
He was not to the general public.
Not
No,
like
no,
Robin
not-
Williams was.
not
but-
to- no, not
Yeah,
in
he was still a big
his
deal.
community.
It's
Yes,
a big deal, yes.
in his community, Robin Williams is a beloved character to the entire world.
No, to America.
No, I would say to the entire
No,
world.
they hated him in Russia.
Yeah,
Show me
they
proof.
saw Moscow
Show
on
me
the
proof.
Hudson.
You want to share the
They
Tumblr in Russia?
Yeah.
shit out of that movie.
You guys want to hear a story about Hunter S. Thompson?
Yes,
I have a good
please.
one.
Oh god.
I want my rust cut.
Well, God damn
It's
it.
pretty good.
I hated Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I hate that movie. I just can't stand it.
I was
okay,
just- I was
you're
just saying the
gonna
guy
get
from
story,
Manchester.
never
Okay.
mind.
That's fine.
I
We're
love
not
that
telling
movie.
the story.
I love that movie.
It's just a
Yeah.
shitty
I want to
movie.
hear it. I want to hear
Sorry.
it. You guys. I want to hear it.
Okay, so my uncle is like a super famous hairstylist in Hollywood. I know it sounds weird.
Is he gay?
Of course.
He's a hairstylist in Hollywood.
I mean, he has like a ponytail and wears toe rings. And
He's way gay.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, he's like the
he
gayest.
hasn't had like a declared partner like ever.
I mean, he's hiding it from you guys.
Yeah.
And he's
How old
He's
is he?
like probably 50 something, almost 60
50.
something.
He's no.
Yeah, 50 gay, sure.
He's at least 50 gay.
No, he's
50
rad
Shades
as
of Gay.
fuck. And when I was younger, he got me into a really good special effects makeup school, and I fucked it up because I was like 21. So it's totally fine. He very rarely talks about his celebrity experiences unless he's like really wasted. And he's also like BFF with Dan Aykroyd.
Oh,
Like-
he lives around here, right?
He lives in a pineapple under the sea.
I think he lives in this
That's SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I get them both mixed up.
Bill Murray lives in Palma Valley because I stole his,
Well, he has a house
his,
there.
His house there.
his little bench on his golf course.
You stole it?
Yeah, we brought it back the next day because we. felt
Yes,
really
California
bad.
PD.
No, he didn't even know. He was like in his bathrobe, and like me and my two drunk friends were like, "Sorry, dude."
So,
The hangover now.
So Hunter S.
So Hunter S. Thompson, my uncle worked on Fear and Loathing. This is like an IMDb thing. You can totally find it.
I believe you. I don't really.
Yeah, you don't have to prove it.
Howard J.
You know how skeptical your listeners are.
Howard J.
but
Lucinovich.
You don't have to worry about Keenan.
This is this is like one of the first major like actual movies that he worked on, and he said that they started the first day of actual shooting. They started like 3 hours late because the director walked in an hour late in a bathrobe, and everyone was hungover.
Is that that's Terry Gilliam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to like
partying.
do all the like main actors' hair or whatever, and he couldn't find Johnny Depp. Shocker. So he rolls over to Hunter S. Thompson's trailer, finds Benicio del Toro, Johnny Depp, and Hunter S. Thompson smoking a joint the size of a carrot and drinking straight out of a tequila bottle. This is like 9 a.m., like before they even started shooting.
Well, this is probably still going on from the previous.
He,
From
and
last
he
night.
said this was basically how every day on set went with these guys.
God.
And for some reason, my uncle's a really cool dude. He's not a bullshitter. And for some reason, Hunter S. Thompson took a liking to him as one of the few like crew people that he actually did like.
Mhm.
So after the rap party, they go back to Hunter S. Thompson's house. This is already after he had delved pretty deep into the cray-cray lake.
Yeah.
and had like steel doors like installed on his windows that like closed
Yeah.
on command and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like
And-
the Batmobile.
And this was like the best story that my uncle's ever told me in my entire life. But he goes, so Hunter S. Thompson's sitting there with like an AK-47, and he goes, "Hey Danny, you know how I know this thing's loaded?" My uncle's like, "I don't know, man. Like, shit's getting weird." And he unloads, he like closes the trap doors and unloads this AK-47 all over the room. And my uncle's like crouched behind a couch, and Benicio del Toro and Johnny Depp are just laughing the whole time. There's like
God.
bullets ricocheting everywhere.
He was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Fuck off. So.
Benicio del Toro, yes.
I was like, which one?
Johnny Depp was not.
So.
No, Benicio
And I
del Toro.
just, he told me that story when I was younger, and I always loved that because
Yeah.
I actually do love Hunter S. Thompson. Like, not in a sensational way, but
Not like you love Robin Williams, am I right?
no.
Exactly.
Wow.
He was
Well,
a good
actually-
storyteller.
My favorite Hunter S. Thompson bit I saw
Involved
was
Robin.
Conan.
Conan, I was
Conan
going
O'Brien. It's Hunter S. Thompson with his arsenal. He has like his 50 caliber like belt-fed machine
Yeah.
gun, and it's like first before we shoot
That
off these
dude was
guns,
like-
we're gonna get drunk. And he has this guy come, his
Yeah.
butler come up, which literally had
Yeah.
like he had like a mini bar on a fucking
Yeah.
push cart, and like just
Taking
handled
shots of
the
whiskey.
Conan, handled to himself, and they're just drinking away. And Conan's like making his like it's like he's drinking sour water because
Yeah.
he's just like he's so white and pure.
Well, he's
Conan
Irish, so
O'Brien.
I wouldn't think that he'd have a problem. You know?
And no,
But
he
it's
just
Conan
has to
O'Brien.
pretend for the camera.
and then just firing a machine gun.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
bit
that dude
was
is
the
like
best.
50 Shades of Grey.
Good dude. Hold on. We've made lots of jokes about 50 Shades of Grey,
Tonight, 3 of them.
usually involving gay. Yeah. Never heard the Cray version.
Yeah.
Now my new favorite.
All right.
All right. I want to do a segment real quick. We've done this
stories,
before.
Mike.
No. We've kind of exhausted the cool stories, but I want
Are you
to.
kidding me?
Wait, well, hold on. Call back time.
Are you literally calling me out right now?
Dad.
Are you saying that I could not come up with a cool story if I wanted to?
Roll, can you call your dad for me?
I really don't think so.
Don't give a fuck.
That's a good idea.
Dad.
No, I want to do a segment called Rapid Fire with Mike. Rapid Fire.
Yeah, so this one time. I was
No,
thinking-
God, no.
One time I was in college.
Anyway, no, yeah, fine, rapid fire. Go.
Rapid Fire. Okay, Mike, what are your thoughts on Stormtroopers
I think they look awesome.
in Star Wars?
The new Star Wars Episode 7 Stormtrooper looks like the Nike logo had sex with another Stormtrooper, and this is the kid that came out.
It does look really cool.
It looks really cool.
Very
Um,
impressive.
It's sleek.
Yeah,
It's
Very
new.
it's like Apple designed that.
My question is, who designed it? Who made the new thing?
J.J. Abrams.
Who's no?
John Ivy.
J.J. Abrams.
In the universe, though.
Johnny Ive.
Johnny Ive.
Jobs?
Is Star Wars? is
Yeah, so
Johnny Ive in
here's the
Star
thing.
Wars?
Mickey Mouse.
Stormtroopers still there. You don't know if they're Republican troops or still Imperial troops, but you know who the fuck designed the regular Stormtrooper outfits. You
Still
don't know that.
clones. Still clones?
No, probably not. There were clones. In
There
Star
were
Wars.
clones in the.
Oh,
They couldn't have been.
There was actually the 501st was still clones, but they were the only clones.
They were the only clones.
Well,
Okay.
I'm-
I knew there were clones. Okay. Next thing.
How
Silent-
old were they?
Oh, still
I thought didn't they expire after
Yeah.
some time? Yeah.
They age faster.
Yeah.
Next thing.
They're like Jack, the Robin Williams movie.
God damn it.
Damn it.
Well, they have to get them from teen. They have to get them to teenage to fighting age, and then they have like 10.
This
years
is
after.
rapid fire, not slow fire.
Rapid fire.
That was the Q&A.
This is Ricochet.
Anyway, what?
Silent Hills.
Oh,
my
sorry,
God.
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus.
That's fine. I'm not really a fan of Silent Hill.
Guillermo.
What?
I'm not.
I'm kind of a
I've
fan
never-
of Kojima.
Kojima.
I'm a fan of Kojima.
Kojima and
I'm
Guillermo
a
del
fan
Toro.
of Norman Reedus. I've never played a Silent Hill game.
You
What?
Oh,
They're
you're
good.
fucked.
I guess I'm no longer a sexually viable partner for her.
Who has a Who has a
You only need to kill.
That's what did it.
That's what did it. Who has a PS4? Do you have a
Thomas.
PS4?
No.
Thomas does.
Okay. I really want to download the playable teaser,
No, I heard it's a nightmare.
I gotta
I heard
play
it's
it.
exactly like OkCupid, but it's confusing and disappointing.
It's like Tinder, but on a podcast.
I don't know how to work
even.
with Tinder. It's really
You just
confusing.
Swipe.
It's really easy.
Yeah,
Swipe on
because
the
no
swipe.
one like sends me messages.
No one sends me
Wow.
messages either. I deleted it. I uninstalled it.
You know it was gonna be a play-by-play the other night.
Oh boy.
I was like, thanks, Keenan.
Ryan got jealous of all the hit stuff.
Oh, if you're a girl on Tinder, you're gonna get 1,000
No,
hits.
I get no.
If you're a normal girl on Tinder,
Is your
Ridiculous.
picture on Tinder you literally punching someone in the face? Because that might be a little.
do you are you showing off those perfect boobs that you say you have? Because now they have me interested.
No.
See,
Don't
that's
No,
your,
it looks like a Muslim.
that's your problem.
People thought you were a ghost from Pac-Man.
I took my burqa off. It's not enough.
No.
No, because that's
Never
sinful.
know.
So rapid fire.
Never enough.
Rapid fire. Metal Gear Solid 5 and Ground Zeroes are both coming to PC on Steam, same day release. What do you think?
I think it's about time. It's cool that PC players get to play those games finally. I think it's funny that console
Faster.
players finally get to
Faster.
play Goat Simulator. I think that we got the better end of that deal.
Okay, well, what about
That's
about Android? What about Android getting
Who
Goat
cares about
Simulator?
Android?
Goat
Okay.
Simulator, Android, and iOS.
Okay.
You don't care
I
about it?
don't care.
You're not gonna download
Oh,
Goat
shit.
Simulator?
Nope.
I don't either. I'm not gonna.
I think it's a Ghost Simulator.
Goat.
Ooh, no! It's so scary!
Wait, I thought you were the ghost. Is that the gameplay? It's just everyone's going, ah!
I downloaded Goat Seed Simulator.
Oh, God.
Very boring.
Yeah.
Rapid fire. Sierra.
Faster.
Super excited.
Yeah.
Very nostalgic. I
What's
can't
happening?
wait.
What's happening?
Sierra's coming back with games. They're famous for point-and-click games such
They
as
just
Space
sound like,
Quest,
they sound like an autistic weatherman.
Attention, San Diego! The Wendy's has fries.
Sierra coming with new games.
Sierra's coming. New games. Attention, 40s and 20s.
How did we get the cops called again? Oh yeah, Mike was shouting about autistic stuff. I don't know.
Just autistic.
I can't wait for the helicopter to come around.
Hold on myself.
I can't wait
That's a
for.
plane. That's a plane landing.
I can't wait for a helicopter to come around and be
Just
like,
shine the
It's
light
just like
down.
right here.
What is
Like
the
hovering
20s?
right here.
This is your first week in Vista. There's helicopters all the time.
Well, no, it was circling
Oh
earlier.
my
No,
God.
but I'm waiting for it to just get, like, yeah, hover over the school.
What's
Like,
next?
what are you doing?
Hail Mary. Ooh.
wait, what are you even talking about Sierra?
Who cares?
What are they doing? What's the new
They're releasing new games. Who gives a shit?
This has been Rapid Fire with Mike.
That's right.
Today I learned Christina's way easy to please. It's just one note. Mike,
So what's your name on Tinder again?
yeah, what's the name? So that
Maybe
everyone knows.
one
Is it
lucky
Secret
guess.
You know, that's like I recognized her from
Oh
a
my
Cupid.
god.
No, really?
I did. That's
That
like,
actually makes me really happy that like I
I-
was the same in
I remember because
person.
we were at Chili's. It was after
You're
our.
at Chili's?
Chin. Easy trigger. Easy trigger.
Chili's?
Chili's is hilarious.
Yeah.
I think it was at a birthday party or something at Chili's, and she was there, and I'm like, secret knives.
Hey girl.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. I'll bleep that
Weird.
for the.
That's for her. That's fine.
Oh no, but Keenan.
Oh no.
What about Butt Keenan? Okay.
So yeah, we'll wrap this up. But
Yeah.
I wanted to say, you're
Wait, we
gigantic-
can talk about like a bunch of important stuff.
No, we did.
You know what? Before you guys go, I want to say spaghetti, meatball underneath, ravioli, Great Barrier Reef.
All right. R.I.P. Great Barrier Reef.
Great Barrier. You know what? Former Great Barrier, not so great anymore.
It's not that great anymore.
Aren't they working
I
on
was
getting rid
told
of
that
that?
we were going to talk about the 48-hour film projects.
No, well, yeah, we're gonna get to that. So
That's at the very end. Really, it's like that special where like
You
coming up, we're gonna
guys
talk about this
know where
special
to
thing.
go.
And it's the very very.
Okay,
end.
let's talk about World of
Encore
Warcraft.
list? Come on.
yeah, we'll get to plugs. We'll get to plugs. Christina's here. She's gonna plug something. I don't give a. Come on. All right.
You're gonna plug
Plug
something.
it. Plug it up.
So
I'm just kidding. No. So a lot of people. So the 48-hour film project.
we had another friend that did it too.
This isn't about
Jay.
that, friend.
Our friend Jake did the 48-hour film festival. Let's talk about
trying to help you out.
Thank you, Roll. Someone's on my team.
Also,
What was your 48-hour
Wait,
film
hold on,
festival
hold on,
name?
hold on.
Like, what did you guys have?
Wait,
Like,
yeah,
name?
was-
The name of the project is called The Big Talkie.
Mhm.
It's on YouTube now.
Was
Okay,
it-
can I ask, is it about a big novelty walkie-talkie?
Close.
Or a man at a
Actually,
machine who wishes he was a walkie-talkie? and
It's
he's little
closer
and
to
he's-
option number 1,
Right.
actually.
He's walking,
The Death
he's
Star.
talking.
Something like that. It's actually kind of weird because you are apparently assigned a genre, and you have to include like a certain number of elements. So you have to have
Right.
like a certain
What was your
object or
genre?
a certain name. We drew time travel.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So your
Yeah.
film had to be about time travel or contain
It
travel?
had to incorporate the elements.
Did
of
you
time travel.
try going about how you were an orc and you went back to the past?
Nope.
No, I was like
Dude.
super pleb on this film.
Well, so you did the choreography, right? You did the fight choreography.
So you're
And
basically,
makeup.
oh my god, you're basically Jay but a girl.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, absolutely. So, our real quick before you get to your thing, Jay, our friend, did this one film called
The
The Finisher.
Yeah, they won like a shit ton of awards.
Well, no, they got nominated for a shit ton.
No, they
They
won-
didn't
they
win?
won.
That
They
makes me
won.
feel better.
They
'cause
still
didn't
they still
win
won one. It was best
Best choreography.
Sorry.
You know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
This was,
Our friend won the best choreography.
But then also,
Does you want to fight next week? 'Cause I'm already- choreography for season 2 because that's a super sweet paycheck from DirecTV. But I was like, I'll kind of just roll with it and see what happens. They originally
Right.
approached me to do makeup, which I haven't professionally done special effects or any kind of film or television makeup in like 6 years.
Yeah.
Because it stopped being fun. Like, literally the last stuff that I worked on, Gary Busey threw a croissant at my face.
That's
and I was
awesome.
like,
That's like the best story you've
That's,
ever had.
oh my
Do you still have the
god.
croissant?
You still have this like it's right here.
He said the crazy.
I never take it off my face.
Dude, he's like a 6-year-old. Like, cerebrally, he's like a 6-year-old. It's so weird.
You know what's weird though? My mom was telling me she saw him on
like, I
Live
don't
Swap
hate
or
you,
something,
but,
and he was
like,
totally
you're
normal.
weird, and you're making everyone mad.
I love Gary Busey.
Yeah.
They should make little pet.
I imagine he's basically in real life turned into his character from Black Sheep.
Yeah, that's actually super accurate. But I hadn't worked in that kind of makeup in a really long time, and someone dropped out, and they asked me to do it. And based on what they picked and what script they ended up choosing, which is kind of a film noir kind of thing, they needed some fight scenes choreographed, and it was really fun. I would definitely do that again in the future. I actually ran into them earlier tonight, and they said they're going to start shooting their next short in about 6 weeks, I think. So that one I
So
will
keep an eye out on that.
hopefully be in.
So do you know the possibilities of what you can pull ahead of time?
No.
Because you said they just made a bunch of scripts for different scenarios.
Yeah.
So they have no idea. They just made a bunch of scripts.
No, it's insane because
This
the
one's
40,
about
the
aliens.
48
This
hours.
one's about alien puberty. This is alien time travel with puberty.
Maybe we
Well,
should, Ryan, maybe we
it's
should write some
cool
stuff
is
not about
like-
aliens.
Oh, God.
Does that put all of our eggs in the alien basket?
No, trust me, I got a good feeling.
Yeah, no, it's like you can
Alien
pull
Hitler
sci-fi.
propaganda. Come on, man.
Every single
I didn't
one.
want to remake Anaconda.
Alien anaconda.
Alien content.
Yeah, you can pull film noir, you can pull silent, western / musical, which like everyone throws that back.
I can have a
because-
silent western / musical.
Well, you say it. And then the black card comes
I
out.
would totally make a
What's
western,
that?
just saying. But they pull it at like 6:30 p.m. and then the 48 hours starts at 7 p.m. on like a Friday, and then it's due 7 p.m. on Sunday.
Right.
Damn.
So we started
Always
shooting at 9 p.m. I got everyone in makeup and costume, and
Great
they finished
costumes,
the
by the way.
script.
Really, like, I mean, the
Thank
film
you.
noir thing was very well executed. To me, it was, I mean, there's a lot of humor. They're kind of, you can tell it's like very, like, they're kind of like jokey.
We're just
sort of.
assholes.
Well, it's a tone that you kind of set, and like they're kind of making fun. They're playing on it. They're riffing on the film noir thing, and it works well. I mean, there's a lot of like things in it that.
There's a lot of things in your movie.
No, there's a lot of things in the movie or in the film that that really do the film noir justice. But I didn't know until you said it that the time travel thing was an element, because I thought it was weird at the beginning. It's like, oh well, we're time traveling back. We're basically the radio waves are going back in time, right?
Yeah.
The radio waves that this guy's doing a
It's
radio.
a time machine instead of a radio.
And the guy
whatever.
talks to. He keeps hearing this the narrator, and he's like talking to it, like, you know what I mean, like that kind of device. And it works well in some parts, and then the beginning now makes a lot more sense. But I enjoyed it a lot. I actually, you know what? I don't want to piss off Jade. I didn't like the finisher as much as their other
I haven't
ones.
seen it.
The finisher
Ha
was, I mean, the girl is really cute. The Finnish girl that they got to do like the fight choreography and stuff.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, oh.
okay. I got this Finnish girl.
I can't tell if this.
You just sound like Butthead.
Yeah.
You're like-
It is like Butthead, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, so filming the 40-hour film project, you guys got it in. You guys, did you get nominated for any
We
awards?
actually had a record-breaking award win.
Holy shit!
Which we got nominated for Best Director, Best Actor, and Best Writing.
What was it called again?
The Big Talkie.
The Big Talkie.
Yeah.
Look it up on YouTube.
We actually didn't win any of those. What we did win was Audience Choice.
Nice.
And the judges told us that for the first time in the history of the San Diego 48-Hour Film Project, every single person in the theater voted for ours.
Damn.
Because when you go to the screening, you get a ballot and you have to choose 3.
You choose
Just
the
so
top
that the
one.
numbers aren't totally fucked.
How long's the movie?
Like, it has to be
Couple
under
minutes.
7 minutes.
Yeah,
it's like an absolute short. Which, I mean, I think is like a really reasonable amount of time.
It's
for,
like-
like having 48 hours to
And then it's like 3
film.
acts. It's
Right.
like 3 scenes,
Yeah.
like major scenes.
When you submit it, is it online or do you go somewhere and give?
No,
them-
you have to
You
hand it.
drive downtown and
you
hand
gotta
it to
get
them.
there. You gotta get there in time. That's why, like Jay and them, they got there like 3 minutes before. It's like they had to go and run. They had to like
Yeah.
park somewhere, fucking run over there and hand it physically.
That's why I got really lucky with the team that I worked with, because they had done this so many times that it was organized enough for being like literally the most chaotic set that I was ever on in my life.
Shit. And this is your
Because-
first 48 hours?
Yeah, they had one, and I found out 3 days before that I was doing this, and I was like, cool, apparently I'm going to stay up all night.
And
So-
it must have been easier filming in black and white too, right? Or that's probably posts.
It was post.
Okay.
Literally
lighting is
everything.
It's weird.
Actually,
It's weird that black and white is now a special effect.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
well,
But still, it's
did
easier
it
to
in
light.
color
Sure.
because we did shoot in HD, so we did it in color just so that if we wanted to flash back and forth, we could.
Right.
Because once you go black and white, you don't have the option to go
Once
back.
you,
You never
can't,
go back.
you can't go back. Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
can't.
exactly.
That's a rumor.
Literally everything
Well,
in that
that's
movie
all
is
I've ever heard.
post-production because
Everything in the movie, even
Yeah.
the people,
kind
We
of.
fixed them in post.
Kind of.
they're all CG.
The audio is 100% ADR.
oh, really?
Oh wow.
Which, yeah,
So
exactly.
like a spaghetti talkie.
Having hearing that as an audio engineer
Italian.
was fucking terrifying, because
Wow.
I knew the second that we got to our first location, I was like, this is a fucking nightmare, and literally none of this raw audio is going to be
That's great.
Yeah, it's all echo. That's amazing. I did not know that it was ADR.
100%.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Because I've done like maybe like 2 ADRs before, and they all end up looking
No,
like
it makes
shit.
you want to kill yourself. There's
looks-
nothing
It almost
rewarding
always
about
looks
ADR.
cheesy.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Because the lips don't match up. You
Right.
can't get it to match.
Which was, honest to God,
I had no idea.
Good job to all of our actors.
I had
because
no idea.
They went in the next day. We started. I got everyone in makeup and costumes by 8:30. We shot the first sequence of Travis drinking the coffee around 8:45. We got to location at 9. We shot from 9 until about 5,
Holy shit.
and then moved to second location. We ditched
So all night.
a lot of the actors. Shot from 5 a.m. till about 7 a.m.
Fuck that.
Because we had to redo about 3 or 4 sequences
Oh,
because
shit.
light changed,
Right.
which was frustrating.
How
But,
do you guys do things like location scouting and stuff?
You call them favors, right?
But I mean,
that and
If you have 48 hours and you're something like, shit, I have to use the alien tampon script.
Well, it's usually like warehouse scene or kitchen scene.
most of our location was a favor from a friend. Part of it was like the parking garage outside of the Civic Center in San Marcos. You can tell.
It's on the
You
weekend.
have, like,
No one's
the
there.
fire-scorched landscape of Cal State San Marcos in the background. But it was great. I mean, it was a great experience. They did really well. I'm disappointed that we didn't actually take home any major awards, but the record-breaking audience choice popularity contest was pretty cool.
That's right.
Which was great because we had this hoity-toity after party on the roof of this fancy hotel after the screening.
Nice.
And we're all sitting around, and they present the award to us. We're like, okay, I gotta put my shoes back on and take pictures. Ah! And we're like, we're finally accepted by our peers. It's great.
After doing such fucking bullshit as the Han job.
Yeah, it was no. You guys were great. It was really fun for me personally to do fight scenes.
We'll have more fight scenes next one.
Yeah, that's actually what I told Raven and Kilma earlier when I ran into them, was when you guys have an action film and you want me to beat somebody's ass,
Just
I'm there.
call me up.
I still have my tap shoes. I'll do all kinds of weird shit.
Wow.
Take me over,
What is that?
Raininski.
What does that
You know,
mean?
tap dancing on someone's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Try to wrap it up.
Tap dance on his face.
Yeah, it's fucking way late. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks,
Thanks for listening to 40 Stories.
Yeah, so bottom line, go check out the Big Talkie.
Go look it on YouTube.
YouTube. We'll
We'll
post
link
If
it.
you like to watch girls punch each other, I'm fighting
I
at
do.
the convention center next weekend.
I
Where's
do.
that at?
The San Diego Convention Center.
Downtown.
Yeah, it's part of the MMA
The
Expo.
only one.
I am in the IKF tournament, so I will be kickboxing,
Nice.
smashing faces.
What's your favorite martial arts movie?
Ong Bak.
I'm fine. It's a good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Tony Zhao's my homie.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the new Kickboxer remake.
Damn.
Good.
My man.
Robo Kickboxer.
Thanks for listening
I've
to
seen
40s and 20s. You've been listening to us ramble on.
The dulcet tones
The
of
dulcet
rambles.
tones of rambles.
Crossing swords.
You know what? We didn't cross swords tonight. You want to do it right now?
We literally never crossed swords on any of the episodes of our podcast.
And that's not even up for debate.
Yeah.
You guys have definitely never.
You're listening to a different podcast than I am.
At least I mean,
You edited in the sword fight.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'd love to talk about this, Mike, but we need to have a quick sword fight.
wait, is your dick metal? Mine's not metal.
Well, mine's
It's more like that. It's more like flesh on flesh.
You want to talk about some baloney slapping around?
Yeah, it's definitely baloney slaps.
You ADR the baloney?
Yeah, absolutely. Get some fresh baloney. The guys down at Vaughn's know me by name.
Hey, the baloney guy.
Hey, baloney!
Mr. Baloney.
I got your manager special.
Tony Baloney.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
You guys remember my name.
I'll take 2 pounds.
Probably.
We pre-slapped your baloney for you.
You dare pre-slap my baloney.
On the day of my daughter's wedding day. Anyway.
Thanks for listening to
Thanks for listening to. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to
R.I.P. in peace.
And butts.
Robin Williams, rest in peace, you bastard. You're so funny.
Also,
I love you.
who died? Lauren Bacall.
I didn't care about. I didn't.
No,
even
I
care.
cared.
I didn't care.
Yeah, I totally care.
I was like, what a terrible time to die. A day after Robin Williams.
Right.
That's literally the worst
Right.
time you can die.
I'm being overshadowed.
Yeah, and then some chick from Star Trek died. That was in the original series. So that's the
Which-
trilogy.
Oh,
that's
the one that
three.
banged Kirk is.
That's right.
The
I
green
can't
hair.
get my
green
coconut water out. This
The
box
famous
is
green
so
one.
Stupid.
Thanks for listening to
What
40s.
happens when you drink milk from a pouch? What are you, Canadian?
What are you, a fucking kangaroo?
Canadian. They drink milk from pouches.
Kangaroos do too.
No,
Those
they,
actually
they
make
really
sense.
don't.
This is like a fucking box. This is
Canadians
stupid.
do, however.
Australians.
I'm gonna
No.
drink from a
Australians.
box.
Thanks
Thanks for listening to 40s and 20s. I'm your. Wait, we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Again.
Thanks for listening to 40s and 20s. I'm your host, Ryan, and I'm Mike.
And we
Yeah,
both are doing
awful.
the
We're a
outro.
giant bundle of sticks.
We're both doing the outro where you need to check us out on YouTube, 40s20s.com.
40s20s.com.
The numbers.
The
The letters,
numbers,
not the letters, not the numbers.
and also
Believe in Jesus.
And watch the Big Talkie.
Get a big helping hand of Jesus.
Hey, Mike. I don't know what that was.
We're done.
I'm gonna
Is that going to be the one you just thrown at
Let's
the
watch the Big
maybe.
Talkie.
Yeah, well, I'll watch
Here,
it.
home.
Save.
It's 7 minutes, right? I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's really short.
Yeah, don't be a gay lord.
Ooh.
Someone's got to lord over them.
It's true. Who else will?
Oh, actually, you know
I'm
what?
surprised Mike's qualified. Really. I figured
The,
he'd just be a gay
Lord
people.
of the gays.
The trailer.
it came up on
sad.
auto. I
Really?
checked the big T.
Do you
and
mean
it
I'm
came up
accepted as
auto.
Lord?
Big T.
As high Lord gay?
Sorry.
That should be a good one for. Is this
Damn time travel.
Well, listen.
Oh,
All right, so I just get started then. All right, so
Why do people
let's take a
do
look
this?
here.
they all do because it's the.
It's called transatlantic.
Yeah.
What's sad is I knew that. I was just asking.
You had no idea.
Well, isn't that a fine plate of how do you do? Let's see here. Temporal psychometric radio 5000.
It's like totally
Transmit
like
your voice across
all taken
space
care of
and
right here.
time. Radio the radio. 2, 3. All right. It's time for another thrilling adventure of John Jensen, private investigator.
Those are the two required elements: is the name John Jensen
John
and
Jensen.
private investigator.
Johnny took his coffee like
And
his love
marshmallows.
life. filled with nothing but bourbon and regret.
So this guy reminds me of Austin.
Right?
Austin,
Don't see it.
yeah, absolutely, 100%.
It's just the shitty.
He was a private.
It's a shitty
He was
beard.
tough as old leather and
And
just as
spiky hair.
personable. Hello?
Like this is like that horrible Will Ferrell movie.
Which one?
Danger was Johnny's MO.
The one where
and
he keeps
today
hearing
was
the
no
narration.
We're trying to what?
And the fucking burned out
Yeah.
fields.
different.
I was at like 6 in the morning.
I honestly thought this was green
That
screen.
looks
Yeah, it
green.
looks
like-
I thought it was green
It
screen.
looks
That's
Yeah.
the park
It reminds me of the room.
Civic Center in San Marcos.
That looks so fake behind
It
him.
looks so fake, yeah.
Gone. He's a private investigator with nerves of steel.
I'm not a private investigator, I'm a claims adjuster. I investigate insurance claims.
Now that you said that it's ADR, now I can tell.
Yeah.
Now that you told me, because
Ruined the movie.
when I watched it, I could not tell. I wouldn't have ever.
I feel like most peasants wouldn't though.
Yeah, no.
Is that bird seed?
No?
Shut up. Now it's black and white.
Oh, thank you. Good tell.
Hey, what?
Colorblind.
Yeah, what?
It's always
That's what everything looks like to me.
Okay.
Johnny didn't know trouble lurked just around the corner.
What? Well, I do now that you mention it.
How did I say trouble? Go ahead, have a look-see.
Did you choreograph that?
No. I was passed out upstairs.
So who's this girl?
Her name's Nicolette.
She's really cool.
She's really funny. I did her makeup. I was actually really concerned because I haven't done film noir makeup in like 6 years, but
It's gonna take.
I feel like it translated pretty well.
No.
Okay.
Okay. We'll stop.
Okay.
I mean, look, it's already
This is
almost
still
done.
happening.
Johnny woke up tied to a chair.
In that
Oh,
space
God.
bar waiting for the
You've been quiet
director's
for
commentary to come
5
on.
minutes.
John, you keep singing that bird song and you're going to end up a cooked goose.
I'd watch my yap if I was you, Tony K. Johnny here's a real action hero,
Oh,
like
wow.
in the moving pictures.
I saw one of those yesterday. It's terrible.
Veronica.
People.
Yes.
Oh, that's so.
Attacking
Getting
pictures.
cute, huh? Well, I'll wear me a button to your cream of wheat. I have absolutely no idea what you're saying right now.
I'm gonna whip your butt to its cream of wheat.
Okay? Alright.
Wham your
For
butt.
masturbation.
Okay, we're cool. I got it.
Cream of wheat.
We decided your cut of the loop would be better off with us.
We
Sweet
just can't get that
Drago,
much money on short
big,
notice.
sure.
We actually, all of us
Lucky
got
for
to
them,
keep a stack
Sweet
of
was as
it.
good at tying knots as a one-armed sailor.
It's our little memento.
Oh, right in the Harry Trumans. A left, a right. Pow! A haymaker to the soup hole.
Right.
Johnny, you can't just throw money at your problems.
Come on, let's get out of here before Tony gets back.
Now you can tell, right?
I can't.
Now you can tell.
Oh, I can tell way back in the, like when he was talking before.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell it wasn't Veronica. If that was Veronica, the stats would have disappeared.
It would disappear right now.
Secure Tango. She was the size of a matchstick, but burned like a 5-alarm inferno.
She cactus fire.
Look, you seem like a nice enough kid, but a dame like me with a job like you, never in a million years. You're yellow. You're a coward. You're milquetoast without the milk, and I need the whole cow.
That is my favorite fucking. Sorry, one of the
5
last
feet
pause.
even, maybe?
Yo, milk toast without the milk.
What's the
Hold
milk?
it right there.
It's like a milk steak.
Shut the fuck up.
Jelly beans?
One more step and you two will be sipping lead martinis.
Milk steak.
Little did Tony know, his gun was out of bullets. Oops, sorry, my mistake.
Get cozy, you two, because you'll be sharing a grave.
Well, this is a fine plate of pickle sandwiches. You know, your mouth's pouring old fashions, and your tongue's all out of ice. Something about Chicago.
What's a big idea, you
God,
lousy
that was.
bum? What are you doing?
Oh,
Something about Chicago.
All the reactions now, it's like,
Johnny, you did it!
This has been another exciting adventure of John Jensen, Private Eye.
homosexual private eye.
Pirates. Tune in next week when John deals with an unexpected pregnancy. What?
And
Yeah, I'll-
credits. Yeah, it's simple.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it.
When you're all out of luck, there's one guy to call.
This song's
Yeah,
pretty
like
good.
that.
They wrote that in like
Alright,
3
so I-
minutes.
Is somebody playing piano?
Yeah, Travis, the writer, the guy that played John
There's
Jensen.
one guy to call. John Jensen, Private Eye. When Samuel Johnson tries to pass the buck, John Jensen is young. He's never saw
Oh, I saw your name there.
but he's got panache. Don't double cross him. He took up a gun, he just might shot by accident. If he gets good, he can take a punch. He hardly ever cries.
Hardly.
You could do much worse. John Jensen, Private Eye.
Oh, way off key at the last
Yeah, no,
note.
because Raiden was like, she's like, I have 3 minutes before I have to leave to submit this. So if you guys can write this and record it in one take and you're done, fine.
If you can sing